Check it out. This is So Sundays, episode 4 with your hosts, Driss, Alpha, Bashir, Curtis, and Sumi. What's good, y'all?
Yeah.
So how y'all been? How y'all been this week?
It's all love. We had a good night. Everybody had positive vibes last night.
We were all together.
I was loving everybody.
We were all together.
Yeah.
Well,
Y'all was
we
cute
won
last
big,
night.
big one happy
Everyone
family.
looked cute last night too.
It was
Everybody was swagging, especially to this man. I did not know your cardigan was Tacma.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
took me back.
Absolutely,
I'm like,
bro.
oh,
How much was that?
125?
Whew, that's a pretty penny.
Oh yeah, that's what they
Cardigan,
do.
My nigga,
My damn Tacma hat, that shit was like $50 for a dad hat.
Really?
But their quality is, and
It's
that's what I
beautiful.
tell people, bro. It's insane, bro. I mean, no more shout outs
I
unless
was
y'all
about to
pay.
say, they pay any money?
Yeah,
I
that's
wanna
right.
know. You got the
cut
plug?
the goddamn
Is that what
check.
it is?
I wish.
Send me some free
Cut the
shit.
goddamn check. So yeah, we were all
Definitely.
together last night. It was pretty good. Nobody. There was.
Good
I
vibes.
think it was just. Yeah, it felt good.
It
seeing
did.
everybody
It
too.
Everybody made it home safe. Everybody, and we all traveled to. It was like nobody dipped off.
Yeah, no.
You know,
all,
usually
we
somebody
migrated.
dips off.
We stuck
We
together.
migrated.
We stuck together.
Yeah, definitely.
I lost y'all at the end, mate.
Well, no.
Nah, you was still
were
in
just.
BBR.
You were just
Oh yeah, we
ducked
closed
off.
that shit down.
You were just
Yeah.
ducked off.
Okay.
That was the first time in a while that I stayed at BBR till it closed.
Oh,
Though.
you
whoa,
tell
whoa,
them?
let's
I
not
hate
shout
BBR
out
too.
these bars.
Oh, yeah, you
fuck
right.
these.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
fuck these niggas. Cut the check. But
I
yeah,
couldn't
so let's.
check those.
They will. No,
They-
they will one day.
You
They-
think so?
Yeah, we're gonna put it
They
out.
gonna
We're
take a
gonna
check
put it
from
out there.
PBR?
Open up my
No,
drink.
probably not. But I don't want to give them.
If we
free
do it like a
pub.
live podcast thing, you know.
I mean, they probably
throw
never
that out
will, but
there.
I don't want to. I don't want to give these niggas pub. Like what? I mean, I spend my
Like you said, cut that chisel.
right. So what are we talking about
I have
today?
no
What's
clue.
popping? What's
So,
NFL
back
protests?
Oh.
Yep.
We
well,
have to talk about
First
it.
off, we're gonna start off with your fact, though.
Yeah, what's that fun fact
Yeah,
over
what's
there,
your
sir?
fun fact, bro?
Oh well, it's not about the national anthem. If that's what you're, we weren't gonna do.
Oh,
Somebody's got to bring that up. Shit, I ain't.
All right,
prepared
but
for
no,
that.
you got to pull one.
I mean,
from
I
the
got
file.
another
Pull
one.
from
I was
the
talking
file
about the
cabinets.
paperclip one. I mean,
Pull one.
Operation Paperclip, where you had about 1,000 German scientists, technicians, engineers. They were Nazis, pretty much. The U.S. brought them over here to work, and one of them was the head of the space program. What was it?
You talking about
NASA.
Yeah,
no, the
wild.
guy.
Van Buren.
Von
Buren.
yeah, for
My man
real.
Curtis
Yeah,
knows,
yeah.
I forget his first name,
He,
but
it was
That's
he
wild.
dealt with like hydrogen and stuff.
yeah, no, he was
Yeah.
brilliant.
Burn.
This dude was brilliant. I mean, Russia did it too for their Sputnik program. They
He sounds
took,
like an
They
evil
took it
villain.
to.
Yeah, they took a
He-
bunch of.
He is an evil villain.
Yeah,
I
like
know,
no,
he's
he
real life
was,
legit,
but he was
bro.
brilliant,
Van Buren.
bro. He would hang. This dude would hang.
Excellent.
Yeah.
This dude would hang Jews outside of his house if they weren't working properly.
Yeah, and that would
Fuck.
make other Jews work faster.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah. This dude.
And it would be like the 3 slowest Jews of like all of them.
Yeah.
He would hang different ones every single day.
outside of his house in Berlin. He was a fucked up guy, but he was the head of our NASA program. And
And on top of that, he created like what he created is in like 90% of the people on the earth now, like hydrogen. He made some type of chemical, bro.
You
That's
may know
in
a
all
little
of
bit more
us
than me
now.
then.
That's
Yeah,
in all of
man.
us now.
Yeah, bro, it's dope.
the dude was
Wait,
bro.
wait,
He
hold on.
Bro, he was
He
My
had-
nigga said
mad.
in us?
dog. He was
What's
an
in me?
he was an evil
Scientist.
genius, but he
He
had a
put something in
PhD.
me.
He had a PhD.
Something, yeah. He got a little bit of himself in you.
Oh my god,
Bro, he had a,
Damn. So
he
you
had a,
evil, Bashir.
what are we talking about? Bashir being a
I don't
mad
know, I feel
scientist.
violated, bro.
Well, all I know is this
Something,
guy.
bro.
I mean, we're gonna move on from him, but he had a PhD at 22.
At
And he was like
22?
mad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was-
so he's an
yeah.
evil genius.
Prodigal
Alright.
genes.
But
bro.
NFL protest.
Yo, did he have a big head, like an alien head?
He actually looked like a regular looking guy.
That's scary. All right, go ahead.
Okay, the
Yeah.
NFL protests.
So how are y'all
Got
feeling
some
about that?
I like I watched a little clip with that Lil Duval said earlier. He was saying like he was saying I'd rather you. He said just don't play in the game. Like he was like, oh, y'all doing like little stuff like kneeling and all that.
Mhm.
And he compared it to like slavery. He did it real quick though. He was just like, just because you kneel to him,
I hate slavery
that still doesn't
comparisons.
mean anything. He was
Yeah.
like, just because you kneel to your slave master, you still going to pick your cotton.
Mm.
But it's
I
like
mean,
just because you kneel during the game,
again,
you're still going to play the game.
I
bro.
never,
Sports.
All
I
right.
never
Sports
liked,
that.
I never liked slave comparisons. But I will say, if they really, I see his point. But you also got to think these people do have to pay bills. They got
Yeah.
families.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's a job now.
yeah.
And
It's
isn't
still a
this all
job.
about the
I
national
mean, but
anthem, though?
I'm all for showing your hand, showing your
Yeah.
All right, but
your
say
contribution
this,
to
say
it.
this. Say they protest the NFL. Say I'm not playing no more.
Yeah.
What are they trying to achieve? What are they trying to get? Stop sports in general?
I really don't know the long goal.
I don't know the
Well, I'll
long
tell you.
There's no long goal.
Here's the long goal.
Nigga wants to
Everybody,
get paid.
elections have consequences. Fucking vote. How about that?
You're right.
Yeah. Stop talking about sports right now.
You're right.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I like what they're doing. You're expressing
You're
your
definitely right.
First
I
Amendment
get
right.
that.
They're allowed to do that.
I mean, vote, but give us something worth voting for.
That's true, but sometimes you got to vote for the best candidate,
Yeah.
even if you don't
You
like
gotta
them
start
that
You're
much.
right. Just
but
don't
you-
be lazy.
Like, come
Yeah.
on, like in the last election.
That's
I mean, I'm not trying to
It's
offend
reality
or
TV,
or piss off people or whatever, but it's
Yeah.
like, come on,
Definitely.
we had.
who off?
Or whatever.
What is
If you voted for him,
Piss
fuck
off
you.
people.
Oh, there you
whatever.
go. Hey, there you
fuck
go.
you if you voted for him.
There you
Straight
go.
up.
Damn. Hey,
All my mamas.
real shit. Well,
I didn't
You a
vote.
mark ass buster
Hey,
if you voted for Trump.
talk your talk, Bashir.
That ass.
Yeah.
Listen,
Look.
man. The only credit I do give Trump, like I said before, he's changed the way that motherfuckers look at electing now.
Yeah.
That's
Politics.
the good part
He
about it,
open
bro.
eyes. He open eyes.
I mean,
Yeah, hey,
He
that's
showed that it's
good-
a, he
Cause
showed
I-
that it's a fucking popularity contest.
that's scary
That's
to me,
not a
bro.
good thing,
I don't
though.
want that because
That's
I be
definitely
hearing.
not.
I be
But
hearing.
it exposed
but I'm
what
happy.
it is.
I'm happy.
No,
kinda.
but I hear.
If I had to look at find silver lighting, I know who you is.
That's
if you
true.
voted
Exact-
for him.
I love
Thank you.
love a dude who's a dickhead to me. I don't like the dude who's like shaking my hand and then be like, man,
Yeah.
fuck this dude.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I will
bro.
say
I'd
this,
rather
though.
you just show that you don't like me.
I don't want it to become a popularity contest. I don't want The Rock running for president.
Hey man,
No disrespect.
I'm voting
I mean,
for that fool.
No, I
though.
mean, yeah,
Absolutely.
It's no disrespect, but it's just like I come on, bro. We can't get in this.
but it's like, man, we got to change the whole system.
How?
That system doesn't work, bro. That
How?
system been around since George Washington.
But how?
We don't know how. The internet is here. We need to find some way to do it with that.
So, all right. I mean, I pretty much know the answer to this question, but I'm just gonna ask it anyway. You guys for the protests? I'm assuming we all are for it.
I'm for. I like what
But
they're
you're
about.
for it?
I'm for it, but I
not-
just don't get like
What's the end
Bashir
game?
said. I don't get the long. I don't get.
Yeah.
the,
All right. Yeah. All
I don't
right.
get
Cool.
the
You
long
put your
haul
fist
about
up.
it.
You
Yeah.
kneel. But like, what happens? Are cops still gonna kill black people?
Yeah,
Sure.
there's not much
fair
can really
enough.
change.
And then on top
I
of
just
that,
like
man,
Colin Kaepernick though. He's
people-
actually doing shit.
Sure. Colin Kaepernick
know?
also didn't vote, so I kind of get a little annoyed at that. But I like the message in general.
That's true.
I don't have, it's the same. Look, I don't have a problem with you expressing how you feel about something. You can't, whether I agree with it or not, you can't stop people from expressing themselves.
Exactly.
So, I mean, so that's pretty much the NFL hot take.
yeah, man. My whole thing is, I'm not for cops. I'm not against cops.
Just do your job.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
it.
Yeah.
People want to jump on these bandwagons, bro, and it's like, man, did you know these 3 black people were killed by cops yesterday? But it's like, how many black people weren't?
It sucks.
Yeah.
You know the sucky thing about
But
cops
see,
though?
but you'll get put on it like, oh, you don't care about the. You see how quick you
automatically.
get put?
Yeah.
That's
But-
what I
but
don't like.
People
bro.
don't. People group think all the time. That's my
all the
problem.
time, bro, and it fucking
I
drains
mean, but
me.
there's a lot of history with cops though. You know how
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
I understand. Oh, bro, I definitely
been
know
happening.
there's
Yeah.
criminal
It's
abuse going on,
Yeah,
of
for
course.
sure.
Like,
But
weren't
that don't
the-
mean you shit on every cop that comes your way.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's true. That's
Look,
true.
I've
That's
had
true.
phenomenal experiences with some cops.
Yes.
and some cops have been horrible. I had cops pull
Yes,
out
bro.
people are
guns.
Bro,
nice.
it's
Yeah,
not
people are
cops.
shit
They're
people.
people.
Yeah, they're people.
It's
People are
exactly-
shitty. It's the same thing.
People are
with race.
shitty and people are good
Yeah, same thing
on
with race. You
days.
do
Not
it.
everybody is good all the time.
Yeah.
Not everybody bad is bad all the time.
Yeah, no, it's real.
Yeah, man. Let's get
Yeah, oh
Yeah,
man.
so,
hey,
that was
guys,
about to-
we're
that
not
was
a
about to suck
political.
the
We're
energy
not
out of the
we're not a
world.
political
That was about to
podcast.
suck the
But the
energy.
thing, hey, you know how
Suck it.
we always say we're not a political podcast,
Suck
but
it.
politics are just
Told you
taking
that.
over everything, bro. Like,
Literally.
we want to talk about music and just shoot the shit. Like, but
Shit,
For
this
real.
man.
you,
fucking-
it's like you
the
can't
shit.
ignore anything anymore.
when you got LeBron James calling the president a bum.
a bum
on
bro.
Twitter,
That
like,
is wild.
Damn, I didn't see that.
Ooh,
that shit happened.
you didn't see that?
Really?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it was
He's coming
funny.
after his
Called
Achilles
him a
tendon.
Bro,
bum,
you need,
bro.
you need
Watch,
to put a
Trump
comment
gonna
in there.
fucking
LeBron need to put a comment.
Kick that
there.
nigga in his
He
ankle.
knows
Yeah,
how
yeah. You
congratulations.
could tell, man. The Akron school district didn't teach that nigga much.
Yeah, bro, he should have went to college. He definitely should have went to college. You look
Put
like
a
he
comma
calls,
after you.
Steph
Yeah, bro. It looked like he was going to
He
Steph
said-
Curry.
He said, "You bum, Steph Curry." And I'm
Like, I thought he was taking a shot at Steph. I didn't read the whole thing at first. I was like, yo, hold on,
He's
hold
put a
on.
comment
Whoa,
there.
whoa, what's
What
the
the fuck?
No way.
And he said, you spelled you with a U? Come
You,
on,
yeah.
dog. Yeah. Y-O-U.
But
Come
I
on.
get that because character.
I mean, but you know, man.
we're
You
just
know,
looking-
in the
again,
world that we're in right
shooting-
now.
He had
we're
100
shooting
I be
with
feeling
shit.
dumb sometimes when I put UR instead of YOUR.
Oh, I've done that
I
a
ain't
million
gonna
times.
lie.
But I'm
Yeah,
lazy.
low
It's like,
key
that's just
sometimes.
the world that we're in.
Yeah, honestly, God, smartphones changed the way I even spell shit. I don't even know how
Yeah,
to spell.
hell yeah. I feel like I'm getting dumber.
Yeah, bro. We should have like a
This is
spelling,
a great
bee.
segue into
Into
social
what we was talking
media.
about.
Yep. So
Social
let's switch
media.
up the social media. So that's one of the topics that we got on the list today. So social media, is it hurting society?
Hell yes.
What do you think?
There's
No,
good,
is it
it's
hurting or helping? What's the pros and cons?
Good. It's
Yeah.
good and it's bad. Just like pretty much everything.
Let's start
in
off
life, though.
with the bad, so we can always end on the good. So
Yeah.
I think it's hurting because this makes people dumber, bro.
It-
People
you
don't utilize it.
I think it's hurting because it's making
my
social
God.
constructs just less. Like you don't know how to interact face to face with
Yeah, okay.
anybody
Yeah.
anymore. Like everybody, you're on the verge. We're on the verge of becoming like socially awkward,
Yeah.
but so social at the same time.
Well, I was gonna say
We're
I
not
think,
on the verge.
I think it's good because it brings awareness, but I think the downfall is where people get their news from social media.
Oh yeah.
I think
Yes.
that's
There's
the
so
worst
many
thing.
false sources.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
It ties back into politics, not that we're gonna delve on that again. But
Yeah.
nah, that's when people are getting their information off of Facebook and Twitter as opposed to like picking up a newspaper. And you don't have to pick up a newspaper, but go
But
to
just
a
do your
website.
own
Yeah,
research.
you can
But like
go
you
on
said
the website.
earlier, bro, social media has made the world a group think. Like it's
Yeah.
like what it's like. Oh, okay, this group cares about this. Let me jump inside this group. They care about this, and it's like you don't really care. You just want to be a part of a clique.
That's what's annoying. And that's why I say, like, I don't like when people just say, well, I'm a Democrat or I'm a liberal or I'm a fucking conservative or a Republican. It's like, why don't you just look at each issue for what it is, take in the facts, try to be unbiased about it. I know it's hard, but take in the facts, don't be biased, and then come to a conclusion based off of those facts.
Agreed.
But people can't do that on social media. And I hate.
No,
again,
they can. It's just that the ones who do get swallowed by the ones who don't.
Well, yeah. And the thing about it is, we talked about.
It's
No, we talked
swallowed.
we talked about groupthink.
Nah,
But that's what it is. It's acceptance from people you want to be a part of.
Yeah.
So
you
you
know
just
what I
got to
definitely
don't
adopt
like
all those
about
ideas.
social media? It's like giving.
You said what you don't like.
I hate. I'll say I hate.
Okay.
It's giving
That's
fame
strong.
to fuck niggas.
You getting paid to what?
Fame to like fuck boys, like stupid
But
shit
it's-
that kids watch
I
because
mean,
they got Instagram.
Social
so they're
media-
watching. Hold on, this is one dude that had two pretty girls next to him. Took 2 shots of Ciroc into the eye, like poured into his eye, and then jumped off the ledge into a pool.
And he got
Exactly.
hella views, huh?
Oh my god,
wait, did he?
He said, "Oh my god."
this nigga does fuck shit all the time.
There's some.
Is he
dudes who
huge
do
though?
that.
Like I've never even.
I
heard of
see
this
him
dude.
all the time, so he has to be huge, and I'm not looking for this nigga.
I mean, but then you got to look at people who.
My little sister watching that.
Nas said it the best, man. He was like, bro, he was saying at first, like, oh, I got tired of people just making money off of nothing. But he was like, then I started feeling good about people just making money.
Well, I
Some
mean,
people
you-
just broke, bro, and they just come up with
If-
dumb shit to
Exactly.
get
Yeah,
paid.
no. If
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man,
say
bro.
something though, hip hop was nothing at first, and it turned into
Exactly.
a $1 billion
How-
industry. So
Man, it's a global
yeah,
industry.
exactly. So we can't.
But we're giving
not-
fame to a nigga that robs people. And
Oh, does
Oh,
does
but
that
But I'm
work?
You're
pretty
talking
sure he's
about,
not doing that no more.
you talking about
if he's
Book?
on social
have you seen
media
his
like
face?
that,
Have you
Who
seen
we
his
talking
face?
about?
Yeah, he
You talking
looked
about
arrested.
Bunky or whatever?
He got
Like-
arrested recently.
Who are we
And he
talking
was
about?
fucking
Bunk or whatever his
crazy.
name?
The
Bunk?
Book, yeah, Book
Yeah.
Gang nigga.
Ah, man, I'm
It's
not
funny.
familiar.
It's funny as hell.
You know,
It's stupid. Like
it's stupid.
I think that's what social media is gonna come down to.
That Boonk dude thinks he's the Joker now.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
this
he's-
is Dylan.
he's
Hey, hold on, we
got
got.
like the ha ha ha.
That's-
tattoos
we gotta-
and
we gotta
all
introduce
that.
that.
Green.
Yeah, we got Dylan.
Yeah, that's Dylan speaking. My bad. Hey, can you say that again? Bink, boink. What's his name?
Boonk, I guess Boonk gang.
Bro,
Yeah,
Dumb
Boonk gang.
shit.
Yo,
Yeah,
have you
like-
seen XXX?
Oh
recently?
yeah, that's another dude. Like he shaved his eyebrows, like dyed his hair like silver.
But you know
whatever.
what? I think that's just like people learning how to use social media to their own advantage. And not
It's
not gonna
fairly
lie,
new.
it's
It is.
And my thing is, man, it's cool, but it's sad in the same way because it's like, bro, you don't have to fish for that much attention, bro. You really don't. Your
That's true.
music and your message is already positive. Well, some people say that it's negative, but I think it's positive enough. You don't need to go through all that tatting trees
But-
and forces on your
I
fucking
agree.
face.
I also think that
Even I think I saw like an Instagram post of Erica Badu supporting
Oh, him.
XXX
Yeah, I seen that.
Tentacion,
I
saying
was about
that
to say
he's
that.
a true artist and
But
all that.
his album
he
was-
definitely
his
is a
album
true
was
album.
great,
He's a
though.
true
He's
artist.
a musician, bro. I gave
He
him a
is.
chance. He's
I
nice.
listened to his project and it was great. So I mean, I don't have a problem with him necessarily. I mean, his antics are a little out there, but if you put out a great product, I'm not gonna be mad at you doing whatever. Just put out great material.
Yeah,
Again, I don't care what you do.
Yeah,
off-
I agree
outside
with
of
that.
music.
So Or
there's still a lot
Are
more.
we talking about like
Okay,
were those the
okay.
cons or
No, what's
there's
the
a lot more
what's the
cons.
What's
pros?
the good?
We want some pros?
It can. I think it's like a. It's
You know
the
how many
best
bad
spi- it's
bitches
the-
I've seen? Let's be real.
It's
Let's
the
be real.
best spider web for connecting, bro.
Oh,
Like,
Absolutely.
No,
we've
for real.
never been more connected ever.
Well, I could also say that's a con because we see. Well,
We see.
damn,
a
I don't
lot
want to. I
more.
don't want to just stick. We should
What's
just
that?
bounce back and forth because like a con could be. Well, we see too much.
We see way
Like the
too
reason we think the world is way worse than what it is. The world is always getting better.
Yeah.
Like there's less people who are hungry. There's less
Word.
people starving from death
Yeah.
or to death. Right. There's less. There's more people who are wealthier.
You said the
We're all
world
wealthy.
is always getting better.
It is, of course. Yeah.
It's always
The
getting
thing
worse
is-
and always getting better.
I think
man.
it's well. I think the reason I'm saying it's always getting better is because people aren't dying. We're living longer.
You're right.
Like we're not dying.
have
from
We are
good,
more
bad,
glass
though.
full right
The
now.
thing is, we see a lot of shit though,
See a
so
lot
it
of
makes it
negative
seem like everything is just horrible.
It's like the whole cop thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's always
that
been
was
happening.
good. That was good. Yeah.
It's
I
always
agree.
been happening.
I
it's
agree.
been happening. It's actually happening less. It's not
yeah,
happening
because it's
more.
been shown.
Yeah, it's happening less. But the thing is when you see
like
a
we see
video of a
is-
cop wilding,
I can't watch the news,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, but naturally you're gonna be like, damn, they're wilding out. But you look at the numbers, actually, it's going down. Violence. People think the U.S. is way more violent. It's not than what it was in the past. It's not.
You're right.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
a lot.
You're right.
It's
You're
a-
right.
we just see more.
That was crazy that you said that. Like, man, it's really. You said you can't watch the news no more. Like,
Scary.
news channels are really becoming obsolete.
It's scary to watch.
Well,
Like, who's watching? Like,
I
oh,
don't
let me get on channel
You don't-
6.
you don't
Other
gotta
than
watch
like
the news.
35 and up.
Do you guys watch local news at all?
Hell no,
Nah, bro.
bro. I don't even remember the last time I turned on channel 28,
I think
6, 10.
that's something that's straight up a 50 and up type of thing. My parents do. I don't watch the local news.
I don't want to know about the nigga that robbed.
Bro, that, all they
lady down
show
the
is
street.
bad shit all
I don't wanna
day.
see
Well,
that
because you
Columbus?
people, look, you profit off of bad. They profit off of bad
That's
shit.
true.
That's why they show the bad shit. They don't show the. Yeah, why would they? Because people would
Yeah,
be
they had a
disinterested.
good breakdown of that too. Like they do that because this dude was breaking it down like how much security systems actually sells around the world. When you instill so much fear all the time,
Oh, yeah.
people that's why security is like
I
so
was-
much.
My mom is the most paranoid person when it comes to like, don't lock the front door. Like,
Exactly.
why?
So then like, oh, we got to get this, we got to
live in
get
a
this,
gated
and next thing
commu-
you
or
know,
not
you done
gated
spent
community, but like in a
$500 a month just
In a
on
gated
security
community.
systems
Bro,
and making
my
sure the
parents-
police
Wow.
get
You've
to
been
you
to my
fast
house
enough.
lately. They got cameras on the outside. We can see people approaching the front door for what? Why? Why
Yeah,
keep?
that's Scarface. Nigga.
Yeah, bro. Like, why? Like, what the fuck? Who gives it? Like, they live in the suburbs. All right. Nothing bad is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Some teenagers may TP your house or some shit, or like that's the extent of the
Man,
violence that
we
happens.
used to be fuck kids, bro.
See, I mean, that's
We
a
used to
good
TP
point though.
houses.
Like, social media is a good way to instill fear in a lot of people because it's easier to spread messages through. It's also good at like distracting society as a whole, like from what's going on in the world. Let's say like we got this whole fucking problem with North Korea right now. They could be on the verge of bombing us right
Oh
now,
my
but we're
God.
still worried about the fact that Kylie Jenner is pregnant.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
She's pregnant.
Yeah.
Yo, that's some crazy shit.
Is that like what Travis Scott?
Yeah.
Straight up? Yeah, for real?
Yeah.
Well,
So is
no,
that-
no. But, Tyga,
But is this official? I feel like it's
No,
rumors.
no. Yo, Tyga came out and said it's my baby.
Shut your
No, we
lying
didn't.
ass up.
No, we
Swear.
didn't, bro.
I swear, bro.
No, we didn't,
I promise, bro.
bro.
He said, I promise,
I
bro.
saw a meme. You know, Travis Scott's face when he's like the one day he's like, yo, Travis Scott woke up this morning looking at his timeline like,
Yo,
wait, it's whose baby?
yo, I read something that like I think it was on Snapchat. Like you know how they show the it's like the things you can subscribe to.
Shit?
I don't know what.
Oh yeah, I know what
exactly
you when you
Oh,
swipe
Snapchat,
up, when you
Snapchat.
swipe
Yeah,
up
yeah,
or
yeah.
Well, I
something.
guess there's a story saying it quoted what Tyga said, and it said, "That's my motherfucking baby," with the purple horned emojis.
No
So,
way.
yeah,
Shit?
so,
No
yeah,
way,
so
bro.
He did come out and say it
Tyga
was
funny,
his.
bro.
That
What is going
whoever, I don't know if that was
on?
Curtis or Bashir. who
Are we about to
brought
see
it
a
up.
Tyga?
Yeah.
Are we about to see a beef between Tyga and fucking what's his name?
I doubt that. I seen a meme saying
Yo,
Ty.
leave Travis Scott alone.
They were saying that the
Travis,
baby,
get smart.
they were
Travis, get
saying
the
that their
fuck outta there,
baby,
bro.
Northwest, was gonna make an album and Assad was gonna produce it.
But you know
That should be
Kylie,
fired.
Kylie Jenner and Tyga weren't broken up for that long before she got with Travis Scott, so there's a good chance.
I don't like it. I don't like the move that Travis has made.
I need Travis to
you
get out of there.
kind of still fresh in the game, and it's
Yeah.
like, why are you seating up already?
You know what I don't like about Travis Scott? He's letting niggas steal his sound.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's.
but what
I
can he
mean,
do?
no, his sound was already out though. Like
can he
Kanye
do?
had his sound before he did.
Yeah, but Travis Scott made
Travis
it his
Scott is like a
own.
mixture of Kanye and Cudi, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But he made his own sound, right? You know Travis Scott's
Yeah.
sound.
Oh yeah, of course. It took him a minute though
To make
before
it.
he was like, "Nigga, this nigga's West
Yo, so back to Rocket Man. So North Korea really, I want them to fucking.
Rocket Man."
Oh.
I'm just playing. I just
I
look.
hate Trump,
We do need to
bro.
talk about.
stupid.
Can we talk a little bit
You
about
a
North
mark
Korea
ass
after we talk?
busted.
After we finish.
Yeah. So let's
With
finish
this.
knocking. We still on the topic.
We still
Yeah.
on here.
No,
social
yeah,
media.
no. Go ahead. Go ahead. No,
But
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, so
It's-
do you?
Say something good. Say
Well,
something
no. I want to know.
It connects
You
a lot
guys-
of us, bro, and it's
'cause-
great for business right
Yeah,
now.
well,
it makes your business
Because
boom.
we're talking about social media. So Kylie, how do you feel about her and her social media? Because people fuck with her. I don't have a problem with what she does. People
I
say
don't
she's
really
a
care
bad.
about what none
That's
of
my
they-
thing.
I don't
Like,
care about
I'm
them either.
so disinterested in Tyga and Kylie and Travis Scott.
I've never really been into stuff like that though.
Make the music,
I just-
bro.
Like keeping
Who
up
gives
with
a fuck?
celebrities and like, oh my gosh, she's
No,
doing
but
this. Oh, she went where? I've never been into that.
Not to be sexist. That's pretty much a chick thing. I don't know too many dudes who keep up on that either.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird though that like certain celebrities have fan pages, mad fan pages, and they have a huge following,
Following,
too?
yeah.
Like some of
I
the
see.
fan pages will have like over 200,000 followers.
That's
These
ridiculous.
Seriously?
little kids are following these people, bro. That's wild.
Little
Okay,
kids
I
make a lot of people
I feel
money
like-
on social media though. Like
Man, that's because them little kids is asking their parents,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
parents don't know. They just like, here, just get out my face.
Yeah.
yeah.
Social
I mean,
media.
Definitely,
It's crazy how many people get their starts of their like in their careers straight up off of like YouTube.
Hell
Off
yeah,
of YouTube, bro. These
billions
YouTube stars,
of viewers, bro.
It's booming.
Billions.
I mean, even we're trying to get big,
We are.
you know, and we had.
I mean, but it's organic.
We got to use social
Don't.
media.
We're not trying to rush it. Like,
Oh,
oh,
no,
let's
no,
hurry up
no,
and
no,
we
no,
just
no,
taking
no.
this.
I'd
slow and
rather
then just
be
build.
slow. I'd rather be slow and
And I
gradually
constantly,
build up.
Yeah.
bro, I will
This is cool.
always take the slow route. Give me
I
the
like
hardest
this as a
route
hobby.
Yeah.
all the time, bro.
Slow. I mean, look, when we talk about if we're gonna parlay a little bit, we're not gonna switch off of social media, but look at Kendrick, look at J. Cole, look at Drake. They were putting out music for years, and then it was a slow grind, and then they imploded. Right? Look at all the dudes who have one hit, and we don't. Hear from them again.
All gold in my chain.
Yeah.
Hey.
All
Shit.
gold in my watch.
Who's the fucking rack? What's the name of the Racks
Nigga,
on
nigga,
Racks dude?
Wax on racks on racks.
Yeah, what's his name?
I have
Uh,
no
Exactly.
idea.
That's my
Damn.
point.
Yeah,
That's my
what's his
fucking
name?
point. I don't know what his name is, but that's my point.
That song was hard.
It was hard. That shit was hard.
That was fire.
What the
Damn.
fuck
need to make
is
a
Young
playlist
Jock
for him.
doing?
Yo, rocking the dress. What he rock-
That shit just popped in my head,
What
bro.
he
They,
doing, dog?
he got a mental disability. You ain't see him in that dress?
I seen him in the dress, bro.
Is he still
Remember
wearing
his
a dress?
haircut?
I thought that was just
Remember
like
right when
one
he got that
day.
first haircut?
It don't matter if it was for 20 minutes. It's like, bro, what's going on?
I'm mad that it was like
Why are
a
you
fitted.
outside?
It was a
Like,
fitted
it was
dress.
very
It was
fitted.
Very fitted, bro.
Nigga's hair is freshly permed.
Was it blue?
Like, but yeah.
Ooh.
But it's like, he like, bro, it's just garments.
What?
I'm like,
Nah,
oh,
nah,
nah, bro,
no.
you tripping.
What
Wait,
was
so he got a
this?
perm now too?
Hell yeah, that little 50s
But I think it's just
Temptation
for
type
attention.
vibe.
Like,
Oh way.
That's crazy.
bro.
Surfing USA looking ass. But fucking
Surfing USA.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, look.
But yeah,
let him
man,
do what
I-
he want. Let-
In the long run, I think social media is doing better.
No,
It's doing good,
That's
more
just-
good than bad
it's
for us.
technology as a whole, man. Like it's good, it's bad, but I think it's at the end of the day, it'll make our lives easier.
Oh, it does make our lives easier.
Definitely.
There's something
I
to be
agree
said
with that
though
100%.
about there's something to be said about people
But
communicating.
it's so addictive.
I think
Yeah.
people need to be smart on that shit
so
though.
fucking
Like,
That's what it
addictive.
is.
You need to
Like, it's-
detox a little.
Hey, bro, I do it literally every couple of weeks, bro. I just delete it and then come back because it's like once you on there, you want to have fun. You don't want to have to treat it like an addiction.
Yeah,
That's true.
but that's
So
the
like when
thing.
you delete it, when I delete mine, I usually do it for about 2-3 weeks, and like for the first 5 days, I'm like detox. Like I'm going to reach for my phone every 5 seconds. Like, oh man, I'm
that should
bad.
be the fucking cover of our podcast.
oh my god.
Dude is
my
crazy.
God.
Right now, we're showing a picture of Young
He look like
Jock.
somebody's
Yo, leave
aunt.
Young Jock alone.
He look like
Jesus
somebody's
Christ.
aunt.
Leave Young Jock alone.
That's the same
What
dude
did he
that
give
gave
us?
us going. It's going down.
Yeah,
That's
he gave his going down. So yo, leave
She
him
looks
alone.
like he looks like the,
Leave him alone.
yo y'all ever have the aunt who's just like, wow, you didn't see me, you can't say hi.
Yeah.
That aunt, he looks like that.
Sparkly
The aunt
around
that's
the
trying to
neck.
act young.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
Damn.
Trying to be
He
hip.
looked like Fantasia.
He do look like Fantasia.
Oh, shit.
He do look like fucking
Jesus
Fantasia.
Christ.
Yo, that's
Yo, so social media, good, bad. So we're saying
it's great. Bro.
I
We
vote-
saw-
I
you saw
vote-
Young
I
Jock, bro.
vote.
That was great.
I vote yay.
It's
Any
great.
nays?
I think that social media is like becoming very invasive though. Like
It's very
like,
invasive.
Facebook is kind of getting scary.
you know too
To the
much
point
about
of fucking no. Casey was over at the crib one day. It was yesterday, and he got a text message from an unknown number, and his phone said maybe Miguel.
Oh,
How did
they
it know
do
that? How did
Yeah.
he know that? He
What do you mean? It gave him like a
But
song
it was an
choice?
iPhone, right?
No, it was the iPhone.
You name your.
I'm
phone,
scared of
bro. You put your
iPhones,
name.
bro.
Bro, that shit's scary. Like, imagine like you didn't have my number, right? And I text you, and your phone says maybe Driss.
Oh shit!
Yes. How does it know that?
For a text, bro.
How does it, I hate the fact that when I'm driving down the freeway,
Right? Isn't
my
that
phone-
So
caller
it
ID for a
does
text?
that
Yeah.
It's
for
a
real?
caller
Yeah.
ID for a text.
So it says maybe you want to get in contact with this person.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
and then also I hate.
Bro,
when
I've
I'm-
never heard this.
Really?
This is
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Oh
Yeah, that shit
shit!
happens.
That's why I don't
You know
fuck with
that-
y'all
you know-
iPhone people. Don't
you know
touch
that-
me, bro. Y'all fucking iPhone people,
Because I have an
bro.
iPhone, bro.
Yes,
Chill.
man.
You know you can.
Y'all
record our
iPhone people
screen
are
now.
scary.
Damn, bro.
You know
You can do what?
You can record your whole screen. Anything you're doing.
Word?
You can record
Word.
your screen like.
Like, watch.
What do you mean
The new
record the whole
iOS,
screen?
Look, ready? Now it's recording anything I'm doing.
Nuh-uh.
Yo, that's fucking
That's
crazy.
dope as fuck.
Like,
Let me
the
see.
FaceTimes or anything. Wait for it, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, because this is the red light, huh?
Yeah.
So it's recording.
Holy shit.
Bro, don't record me.
Yeah.
Hey, so it's a
Yeah.
recording within a recording. That's dope.
Yeah, right?
That's fire.
Yo, hey,
What? Now play it back.
Bro, that's fire.
that's
yo.
crazy. Well, hey, since we're talking about social media, Kevin Hart.
Oh
is
my
we
god.
have to touch
All
on
right.
that.
Holy shit! That
Watch
is
out,
fucking
bro.
crazy,
Let's-
bro.
And you don't get a notification. You
Yo.
can be FaceTiming someone.
Okay, guys,
Yeah,
that's
for the
great.
listeners.
We know. Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
not doing that.
for the listeners,
I'm not getting- I'm not getting no
this
iPhone,
man
bro.
Bashir just showed a recording from his iPhone.
That
he
is
On the new
crazy,
iPhone
bro. I've
update.
never seen that.
I'm sure the listeners
That's
really
scary
are
as
thrilled
shit.
about this. It's Kevin Hart.
So
Let's talk about him.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, what's this whole scandal with Kevin Hart going on right now? He's getting extorted. There's a video of him. First thing I saw.
I haven't seen the video. Maybe I'm lost on that part. But my thing was like people jumped to the gun so hard on his little, I don't know what you want to call it, exposing of himself. But it seemed like he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
It was so vague. He
Of
was just
what
like, "Listen,
happened.
I fucked up."
Yeah.
It was like they just automatically went to cheating. I'm like, I didn't
No.
get that.
There's a picture. There's a video of him.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, but
I
that
didn't see
video,
it. I
that
didn't
video
see it.
was like from a long ass time ago. That's what I heard.
Well, didn't the lady, she came
And
out.
it was
It
his
could be a
ex.
long
She
time
came
ago,
out.
but
She
no,
had
no,
a-
it wasn't his ex.
Are you talking
It
about?
was a random chick. It was two random girls.
You talking about the stripper?
Yeah.
She's a
And
recording
one-
artist.
one
She's not a
girl was-
stripper.
no,
So-
one girl was recording.
So she
the
could have been a
other.
stripper beforehand.
No, she's a recording
Yeah, they
artist.
call it recording. Yo,
She's a
Nah,
she's a
who's
sing
that-
she's
who's
a
that
singer
lawyer? Who's that lawyer that always like?
Is it Lisa Bloom? Her
Yeah.
name? I could be completely wrong.
Is
but
it
I
the
think
same
that's her
chick
name.
that Husbands of Hollywood?
No.
That's not. That's not.
Look,
all
we
right,
got
never
it.
mind.
She's a singer songwriter.
She's a stripper. She was a.
She's a
She was a
She's a
former
singer
stripper.
songwriter.
I saw an article. She was a former stripper.
She's a
a
singer
stripper.
songwriter.
She's a former
She's
stripper.
pursuing her dream.
Fuck you, Al. She
She might have stripped on the
was
side.
trying to make money.
Yeah.
Hey,
$10 million.
I want to
get
actually.
10
How do you
million?
feel about
Is
this?
that what they're?
Sumi?
Is that what they're
That's
saying?
what she's saying.
Wait. So she's saying.
How do you feel about? No, because now
That's
she
why
don't
he
know.
came out.
Hold up.
That's why
Sumi
Kevin
don't.
Hart
Sumi
came
don't
out.
want to answer the question, so we're
She
gonna
was
make
like,
her
I
answer the
want-
question. Hold
She's
up.
like,
Hold up. How do you feel about this, Sumi?
I just okay, in my mind that goes back to the whole like people being too invested in celebrities because the final announcement was Kevin Hart and his wife are moving on from the situation and holding a baby shower. Like
But how
that
did-
to
How
me
much
is
money
just-
is?
That's
How
what I
much
like.
money?
He
Yeah.
like fuck y'all.
like that's what he said. He just was just like, I don't care. I'm still with my wife. I'm throwing
Bro,
a
this man-
$118,000 baby shower.
Bro, that
So
is-
it's like, who cares?
Got the stacks, bro.
oh yeah.
I just think at that point, like
so
people
money
are
money
still-
can make you cheat.
It was
No, no, no.
$118 for the baby shower.
was
I knew it was
something
like a
close.
pretty huge amount.
Yeah, but he literally, I mean, he's really telling
What did
just
I
people,
say?
I don't care.
118,000, yeah, that's
something
what I-
like that. But that's just his way of being like, I don't care. Like I'm moving on. We're having a baby. We're gonna
Yeah,
have a
I don't
baby
think
shower.
he
I'm
cheated.
still with my wife,
He ain't cheat.
and I
don't
think
think
it's
he
all
cheated.
He ain't
outdated.
cheat. And then wasn't there then she also come out and said that she knew about this.
Yeah, she supported him, saying like it was all in the past.
You cheated.
All right, well this brings us. This also this
I
brings
really don't know what these
us.
niggas are
But
talking about.
okay,
My nigga
this is
cheated.
this is gonna sound.
But
this
no,
is
no,
gonna
hey,
sound
hey,
grimy.
Hold on. How did he get this? His wife he had right now. Didn't he cheat with her on his ex-wife?
Really?
No.
Oh, I
First
didn't
of
know
all, so I guess that even though that they were still married, technically, like they were apart. Like he didn't live with her for like the past
Okay.
like 2 years.
Okay.
So he was.
He
talking
shows it
about-
all in this
Yeah.
show.
So
What's that
it's-
show?
Husbands of
Yeah,
Hollywood?
Real Husbands.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
shit's
That's
That's
hilarious.
really his
It's
life.
hilarious.
But my thing is, this is gonna sound grimy, and I don't mind a woman's opinion on this.
Oh shit.
Oh,
It's
God.
like,
Oh,
That's how you know it's
Listen.
bad. That's
Listen.
how you know it's bad.
but listen.
Cover your ears, babe.
Listen, the type of dudes and chicks that we deal with now work 9 to 5s. You might work at Walmart, you might work at the pizza shop, or you make $8 an hour. You go home, you go to work, you might go kick it on the weekends. Okay. He cheats. It's like, oh my God, my world has come to an end. Okay. Now imagine you get with a guy or a girl who makes $50 million a year. Is it really that still big of a deal? If he's treating you with all the respect that he can, giving you have all the money that you could ever work, you don't have nothing to worry about. I'm not saying it's acceptable, but I'm saying, is it like, because Diddy said it flat out. He was like, listen, Cassie know what it is. I'm doing what I'm doing. She's good. I'm going to always make sure she's good, but she got to let me, I'm fucking rich.
Yo.
You feel me? Like, I'm a man. Like, I can't, it's things I'm going to do.
So what you're saying is that when
I'm not saying it's acceptable, but it's like, listen.
I heard for every million, do you get like a hall pass?
Oh,
I like the term hall pass.
You know?
Because it's like,
I find it hard to believe, like, just being honest, nobody marries a celebrity and expects a happy ending.
I
think that's just a naive thought.
Or a happy middle.
Agreed.
Nobody marries an athlete and expects them to come home to them every night.
Thank
when
you.
They're on the road. I just think you
damn,
go
I love
into
her.
it.
I love
agree.
that. I love that she said that,
Well,
bro.
I mean, not.
Because a lot of girls won't say that. They're
Well,
like,
I'm
no,
not
cheating
saying-
is cheating.
But
He
exactly, I agree.
fucked up.
I don't think it's acceptable, but I don't think somebody marries into money and feels like they're gonna just have a happy ending with them in true love. I don't think
You know
anyone.
what? I
Thinks
think
that.
like
I
if
think
you're,
you can still have true love.
I think that if you were together with this person before he got big,
yeah,
then I'd see like if you cheated on her,
definitely.
you were a dick because she was with you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like
you know who I think has
But
true
it's like,
love? You know who I
he's
think has
Are you
true
gonna bring
love?
up
He's
LeBron?
human.
Are you
No,
bringing up
I was gonna
LeBron?
say
He's
Tim
human,
Duncan.
but like
I think
wait,
Tim
Tim
Duncan,
Duncan
his
cheated.
wife. No, I'm just saying him and his wife. I feel like that's true love.
Oh, I thought you said he cheated. Like
you
Tim
know,
Duncan, like the most
Tim
boringest
Duncan,
NBA
exactly.
player. Like
So I feel like his wife has to love him.
So you know what? We thought the
To
same
be
thing
with
about
him.
Tiger Woods, bro. We could see that
Hell
scandal
no,
come
I
out.
don't
my
like
God,
that.
Tim
don't
Duncan.
even
From
bring
a
it.
young age, it was a horny ass
has
bastard. I
issues.
already
We
seen
could
He
see
just
that
has
shit. We did not see that shit coming,
I saw that shit,
bro. We did not. I did not see that
I
shit
was
coming,
first one
bro.
like that's a horny ass bastard.
Bro, when I was playing
He's
PGA
gonna
Golf
make mad
Tour
money.
2007, I
white
did not
women.
see that shit coming, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, bro.
Hey, just to backtrack a little bit on Curtis's question, I think females who marry athletes, they don't do it really just because they love them. I think it's more about
Insurance.
they just want to live the lifestyle. I think
Yeah,
it's the
that's true.
lifestyle. Yeah, I think it's the
but
lifestyle.
that's what I'm saying. I
We all
think
seen
you go
Basketball
into that
Wives,
and it's the
mindset.
label.
Yo.
It's-
That's what I'm
and
saying.
it's,
Yo.
and it's the label. They're like, oh yeah, I'm dating, professional football.
It's funny you
basketball.
brought up LeBron.
Yeah, exactly.
you were gonna say-
exactly.
I know it's funny she brought up LeBron. LeBron is a good man. I don't know why people don't like this guy. What has
Who
he
doesn't
done
like?
wrong?
Who just
A
called the
lot of
president a
people-
bum,
But
bro?
it's
A
like,
lot
man,
of
they
people
crucify
hate-
people just
a
'cause
lot of
you're on
people
the
hate
camera, they
LeBron.
crucify you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
tell me,
true.
It's
yo,
like,
tell me
listen,
one
you-
bad thing LeBron did.
He
These
called the
girls,
president
man,
a bum.
these girls will sit
I
on
love
this
that
couch.
man.
It's
For sure.
girls that will sit on the couch and be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he cheated on her. She did all this for him." But it's like your dude is out at the corner store with another chick right now, and you're sitting on the couch making nothing, doing nothing, talking about nothing. At least he's doing something to making sure she's good.
Yeah,
Look, at the end of the day, that's between them. And I'm gonna say
Exactly,
this.
I agree.
And I'm gonna say this. If she's not complaining, why the fuck are you?
Thank you.
I said the same thing about.
Thank you.
This is again an unpopular opinion. When Chris Brown uppercut Rihanna a few times.
Uppercut is so detailed. I love
Yeah,
it.
no. When he hit her, my thing is she forgave him eventually. If she's forgiving him, why are you still on it? Who gives a fuck?
agreed.
It's
But-
not,
I know. I know it's a
mainly
little.
Women.
I know it's a little
mainly
different
Women.
from when it comes to domestic violence.
But I think that's where I think people just become too invested. That's what I'm saying. Like you should not be that emotional.
like who cares?
No,
Cheating
those
on
are people who
someone
don't have lives.
exactly.
They
I have,
like
I
they
have
give
shit
their
to
whole
do.
lives to them.
I have shit to do.
But that
Exactly.
sucks. That sucks on
But
celebrities.
that's what I
Like,
mean with the Kevin Hart thing. Like they literally announced how excited they are for the baby shower. That was their response to all the media dispute.
that's dope.
That's
Because
But it's like, man, all the work that Kevin Hart and as positive as he is, leave him alone.
Yo, real question.
Kick that shit to the side.
Have any of you guys cheated?
nope.
Good answer.
In,
Chris.
in my dumber years, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
Yeah.
say nope. Never cheated.
Were you
in my
not just
life.
fucking with her?
I'm a good man.
What you mean?
Were you fucking with a girl? Like, did you love her?
No, I've never been on that wave. Like, it's
No.
never been like
Guys,
I'm rocking with a girl.
Yo, so this is
like,
also a
listen.
perfect time to segue into my next topic:
Okay.
relationships. This is also
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Curtis' topic. When is it the time? When is it time to break up or take it to the next level in a relationship?
It popped in my head because I was thinking about just past girls and girls I might have in the future. And it's like, man, I don't know. I don't know people's longest relationship. The longest relationship I've been in was 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
6
a long
years?
time.
Yeah. So it's like,
Do you feel like you wasted those 6 years?
no,
Why
because
would it be a waste?
I'm just asking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's not a waste.
This is like, well, how the
My
relationship
thing
end?
is
How'd it
the
end?
point that I'm in my life right now. It's like I understand. It's not a construct to it. It's you fuck with who you fuck with until you don't.
Yeah, I agree.
But I
That's
do.
it. Every day can change. I can love you with all my heart on Tuesday, but Wednesday I might just wake up like,
I don't like you. I don't want to even hear
nah.
about you.
Just I want to go a different route. Not saying I want to fuck other girls, but it's so easy and so hard at the same time to grow apart.
Facts.
Because growing, especially if you get a relationship when you're young, man, y'all both so into each other until y'all start experiencing the world and seeing what different views that y'all might be into. So you might grow this way, and that don't mean you're growing up and she's going down, or he's growing up and you feel me, is you just growing different.
Yeah.
But that's why I feel like the biggest difference is when you start dating someone seriously. So, for example, like
Yeah.
there's couples that are in relationships for 10 years
Mhm.
and it seems devastating, but you don't know when their relationship actually ended. It could have ended
You're
within
right.
6 years of the relationship.
You are so
But
right.
I do-
I love that you said that, because it's like people really do stick around just because what, like Bashir said, they feel like they've invested so much time.
But like parents with divorce who get divorced and have kids, they
Exactly.
stick it out for their kids. But
Even people without kids, they
Oh,
just be
yeah.
like, well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
put in 5 years, I can't give up now.
I'm
But
trying
it's
to
like,
fix it, yeah.
listen, if it's done, it's done.
but I will say this:
Don't hold on
I
to something
think
that's dying.
the older we get, and I think this is where I personally think girls hold on to quantity versus quality.
Yes.
There's people that don't find anyone until they're 28, only date for a year and a half, and get married, and they're happy because they've matured and then became
Yeah, they
in
know
a
what they
relationship.
want. Agreed.
Exactly.
I agree.
I don't think you have to date someone for 5 years. I think it depends where you are in life and
Yeah.
who you find at that point.
My whole mindset right now is like
That
the
you
next
can-
girlfriend like I have.
and it's all about a
I'm-
feeling.
It should be my
It's
wife.
it's also crazy that you said that, because there's a lot of people doing the opposite, where they just get married just to get married.
Oh,
Yeah, they
And-
get married for the party and
Yeah,
the
this is
festivities
the
and the.
idea of it, that whole
Yeah.
ideal of getting married.
The
It's
honeymoon- the honeymoon
gas. Like they
stage.
get married off of gas. Like, oh, I love you right now. Let's go
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
And you know what? It's
And
mostly
it
white
falls
people.
every time.
It's mostly
You're
white
right.
people.
You're right. I mean, it is. I'm sorry, but it is.
It's
I don't
mostly white
know if
people.
that. I don't know if that's race.
I don't-
synonymous. I've
It's
seen
not
there's
right.
people-
It's just-
it's mostly white
Listen,
people.
man, stereotypes are stereotypes. It is what it is.
You know-
Stereotypes are that because of how
Yeah.
many people do
But
it.
You know what's funny about today is that you got a lot of people nowadays who are like, I'm not about traditional values, yada yada yada, but people still do traditional shit. Like
All the time.
marriage,
Like
marriage is
fucking
something.
Christmas.
Like if you tell people,
Y'all
if you
really
tell-
celebrate Christmas. Y'all funny. Y'all funny,
I don't
bro.
celebrate
Nigga,
no
I wish I
holidays.
celebrated.
Bro,
Christmas,
first of
I
all,
don't celebrate
that
no
shit,
holidays.
I love Christmas.
when it comes to
bro.
Christmas, bro,
I
like
don't believe in that shit, but
I never
love
got
that
shit for
bro.
Christmas. Nigga, I mean, we celebrated Christmas,
Yeah,
but there was
quote
not
quote
shit.
unquote, we put decorations up. Well, I got
Yeah.
presents. I got presents.
My
But
parents
like-
be like, "Here's $20.
But back-
Go get some
but even
candy."
this, like my thing is, even in a world where we're straight up living in a time where people are like, I'm not about cultural norms. I'm not about this. I'm not about that.
Still getting
Marriage,
married at church.
marriage is still like,
You s-
I still do want to get married.
Yeah.
Like you'll hear women talk about like I'm a woman, yada yada, feminism, yada yada yada. But like these very women
I
still
like-
want to get married,
I like that.
and they
Can
would
we-
like traditional values.
Can we touch on that?
Uh-oh.
Feminism.
Like, I know that's not part of the
Feminism?
topics, but no,
What?
just marriage.
Sure.
Like,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
the
Yeah, that's
idea?
not-
that is
marriage.
part of the topic, low
Yeah,
key.
yeah,
All right. So what's your idea of marriage?
yeah. I don't want to.
I feel like you're gonna have a different marriage. You're not gonna have traditional kind of joint. I don't think
It's
you'll ever get
definitely-
married.
but that's what I'm. That's what
I
I'm
think you
saying.
just have like
like
a lover. What is it?
Well,
I
hey,
feel like Bashir's on the fucking
Your
roll
soulmate.
right
You'll
now.
have
Look.
you'll have a soul
Because my thing is exactly. I see. I vibe with that, but my thing is, even though people, it's the new thing to say like, "Oh, marriage is just paper." Why did you? Everybody's saying that right now.
because it's trendy. It's cool to say.
Exactly, but I really feel like that.
Yeah.
I don't need to say it out
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah.
You don't need to say it. I say this all the time. It's a joke, but I'm like, yeah, my future baby moms or my future ex-wife.
Yeah,
Or like
that's
when we
just
say,
funny.
when we
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
but like, I mean, I'm joking around, but it's like,
Hey, actually, that'd be real.
well, no, I mean, I don't
Are
want
you
it.
joking around?
No, I don't want it. No. Don't get me around. I mean, I'm
Future
playing
ex-
around. But my thing is, it's like, you don't need to be married in order to have like a successful relationship with somebody. Like you could have, what if you guys had kids, you live together, But
That's
you never had to
marriage.
be, yeah. That is a marriage.
That's
It's
marriage.
just the government's not involved.
It's crazy.
Exactly,
I feel like we
bro.
talked about marriage. We
That's
touched
all
up on it on
marriage
a
is.
past
how much
podcast
divorce is?
episode, didn't we?
Probably did.
We talked
I
about
don't
it.
think I was here for that.
Bro,
bro.
you know how much
Faded.
No, y'all don't
divorce
think-
is? Like
I
to
was
get
in the first
divorced.
couple.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
From
why?
someone you do not like anymore.
because-
You know how you're talking
Wait
about
a
that.
minute,
Like,
what?
you know how you're talking about like, yo, when you guys are done, you're done. Like
I think I
the next
mentioned.
day you don't like it.
Yeah, people
Think
try to
of
hold on to a
divorce, though.
dying flower all the
Think
time.
of
So,
bro.
divorce.
I guess people don't really. Were you gonna say
What
something?
is that? Would you guys sign a prenup? Yes or no?
Yes.
Like before going.
Yes.
Just going
Depends on how much money I have.
I'm not dumb.
I mean,
I agree with that.
first of all, people think of marriage as just strictly a celebration of their love, and that's what it is when it comes down to the Bible. But what it really is very business. It's very business.
Of course.
And that's
It's all
that's
money.
why you
Money.
just said that. That's why I don't care for marriage, because without marriage, you don't talk about a prenup. Because when you talk about a prenup, it's like you
It's a contract.
If you even talk about it, it's just automatically a splinter in a relationship.
Yes.
Either you did
Like-
or you didn't. Because if you didn't, you constantly thinking. You might not think about it every day, but it's like, damn, I don't have a prenup. But then if you do get one, she's thinking like, I can't believe he got a prenup, and it's just a splinter for no reason.
Right.
Versus
Like, why are you
just
putting
rocking,
doubt in this relationship?
but just
You just put
exactly,
doubt
but just
in a
rocking
relationship.
with
But
each other.
Question
just
though,
rock with each other.
do any of y'all know how like prenups work? Like, are there like special rules that you can add?
Well, I
to
mean,
your-
it-
Yeah,
no,
you
every
get-
prenup is different.
Every prenup's different.
Yeah,
You can write it up out.
Yeah, you customize it. Yeah,
I could
yeah,
be
yeah.
like, you can have everything of mine except my Pokemon cards.
Oh,
Literally, they gonna write that
that's the
shit down.
realest shit
Like you,
ever, bro.
you
That's-
customize it, but traditionally most of it is what you come in with, you leave with.
Yeah,
That's usually
yeah,
what
that's
it
the
is.
that's the
See,
long.
you know
haul
what
of it.
though? I think if you do a specialized prenup where you both come to an agreement with some shit, so it's not
I
like
don't want to do none of that. I just want to sit on a
yeah,
fucking
you know,
hammock
Exactly.
and just rock with you.
that's,
you rock-
that's if you do a prenup.
If we have
Come on.
kids, we have kids.
Yeah.
If we move into a house, we move into a house.
If you rock with
If
somebody,
we move
you
here,
rock
we
with
move. I don't care about none of that. Oh my god. Oh, you only saved up for 4 years to
Hey,
get a ring.
hey.
Well, you should have saved up for 5. Fuck all that.
Yeah,
bro.
what is it? 3 months salary or
Yeah,
or
bro,
something?
that shit is so
I think
dumb.
it's,
That's
Yo,
so
I
America.
want my wife to be like, yo, take that money, put it into a house.
I don't care about
that-
money.
take
I
that
think that's what it is.
$10,000
I think
that
I
you're
just
It
gonna
don't
goes
care
back.
about money.
Hold
Put
on,
it
it
in the
goes
house.
back to social norms though, because a lot of these, it has. I mean, because there's a lot of pressure on chicks to get married. Let's just call a spade a spade.
I mean,
A lot of
they
dudes-
grow up.
Yeah.
I mean, well, this is a good.
There
time
is a
to
lot of
jump in.
pressure on.
I don't, and that's where I think. I'm not saying all guys think this way, but I think they always think girls are rushing it. But we have an internal like
You have
clock.
a clock. Yeah, I was gonna
and
say
like,
they have a
there's only a
clock.
certain to have a child.
To have a kid.
And then you want to have
Right.
a kid with someone that
but
you
but
love.
unfortunately, we are in society
Now-
where you want to have kids after marriage, like
But
That's the thing.
marriage is built around y'all social clock, though, right?
wedding.
I
I'll
mean,
say
internal
wedding,
clock.
not marriage. I don't think.
Oh, you said
marriage-
wedding.
age.
I meant
Okay,
wedding,
okay, I
wedding,
understand.
yeah,
Okay,
like-
you're
because
right. You're
there's
right.
just- I think there's such a stigma, like, oh, they didn't get married and she has a kid with him. You know what I mean? Like, there's
I
just
didn't
a
think
But
about
that's
stigma
that's
to it.
you letting somebody
That's
else
still social
dictate
norm.
how you move.
Yeah, that's a social norm, and I think that's becoming less and less. Like I don't look at
It
people
is
who-
becoming
I
less
don't look
and
at
less.
kids.
Yeah.
I don't look at people who have children outside of marriage and think, "Oh, she's a harlot." Like, nah.
But the
I
only,
think it's
but,
a
but,
harlot.
but I will jump on this side. I am
that.
kind of against, because the way kids moving now, that's the last. These kids is out here moving crazy.
Nuts.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like just
What
like
I just-
sex
what I-
is like
nigga, what I just tell you earlier,
like
bro.
so quick. Like yeah, back in I ain't gonna say back in our day, like we was like
Nah,
we
bro, they're
older,
smacking
nothing.
young.
But
They're smacking
bro, these
young.
kids,
It's
bro,
not-
they don't.
Hey, it's not just sex; it's no condoms, no nothing. So
Yeah, they not worried about none of that.
that was
Yeah.
Nick on the mic.
They're not
Yeah.
worried about any of that,
for
bro.
real, bro. Like
Versus us,
nothing.
like we had those parents to be like, listen, you gonna catch something, it's gonna fall off.
Mhm.
You gonna catch
You
something,
catch something.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But now parents are around our age and younger now, so they telling the kids like, shit,
Yeah,
I had you when I was 18.
Exactly.
They don't give a shit. That's scary, bro. And social media. You can be 7 years old and get on IG and
Yo,
see grown
my-
women naked.
I had a,
exactly.
I have a 9-year-old cousin who knows what a server is. When I was 9, I didn't know what a fucking server was.
I have
mean,
no.
so-
I don't know what that is.
that nigga that gives you food.
No,
That brings you food?
That's what I'm
the
saying.
internet. I'm
That's
talking
what
about,
I-
like, the
You're
internet,
talking
like
about
the
from
server.
2K. He played 2K, doesn't he?
Yeah, he was
He's like
playing
the,
2K last
He's like
night.
the servers are first of all.
The servers are
What's a
that.
server? First of all,
So basically,
2K.
yeah, well, 2K is an
video
idea. That's an
games,
idea
yeah.
of it. So basically, when you have a bunch of people on an application that's an online application, you need there's like a certain bandwidth that it could withhold. Like there's a certain amount of people that can be on it before it crashes. So
Oh,
think
okay.
about it like a basket that only allows like 10 pounds of like fruit in there.
Yeah, basically like a server. Yeah.
Mangoes.
Yeah.
Mangoes.
This
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
a,
mangoes.
but yeah,
Mangoes.
this kid's 9 years old. He knows what it is. When I was 9, I didn't know that.
But we're
So
before
imagine-
the internet, though.
You know,
Hell no.
exactly.
But that's all internet
but that's
babies.
my-
It's crazy,
that's-
bro. We're
but
before the
Internet babies.
That's my
We
point.
are before
We're
the
before the
internet.
internet. Remember
These
that.
kids can go out here and
That's like a
That's a
tattoo
mixtape.
or
That's
something.
a mixtape name. I'm gonna start a
Remember,
poem.
that is a
Yo,
mixtape.
before the
We're
internet.
before the internet.
Nah,
That's
before the
dope.
internet, bro.
these kids can go
Yes.
on and they could figure out all of these things without having their parents there to teach them, and that's
Yeah.
horrible.
Social media.
Social media is
raised
raising
kids.
a lot of
yeah,
these
I was about to
kids,
say,
bro.
That's horrible.
Social media is raising a lot
Well,
of
and
kids.
again, it goes back
It
to
is,
what
bro.
Curtis said.
Beat your kids.
If you're having kids,
He's like,
No, he
"Man."
didn't
I'm
say
all
that.
about that. Yes,
But
I
if you're-
am all about that.
sometimes-
Beat your
sometimes-
Hey,
kids.
I'm down for chastising.
Oh,
I'm not saying, you know,
That
it's
was a
some
fancy
ruthless shit
word.
that
That's a
parents
fancy
did,
word
grab
there.
hangers and wires. I ain't saying do all that, but
Wait, for what?
yeah, man. My mom used to do a lot.
Oh, you mean
I
beating?
love my mama.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I love
Lord.
my mama to death. I might be scared to love my mama now. Like I have to love my mama.
Hell yeah, my mom used to hit me with a fly swatter. I got a shoe. Shit, my mom's from the South, like West Virginia, so like my grandma used to go get a switch off the tree.
Oh,
I don't know how they
Yeah.
break.
And then,
that.
like,
My
Oh,
dad,
and
my
it's-
dad made me sleep in the garage one night.
Yo, that's just abuse.
Hey, that's foreign. That's
that's child abuse.
that's foreign parents.
Yeah.
But
That
going
is
back,
child
going
abuse.
back to the switching and all that, it's crazy to think like Adrian Peterson got suspended a whole season almost for switching his
For
kids.
Because that's
Yeah.
And I'm
social
sitting
media
here like,
again.
I'm
That's
sitting here
social
like
media
shit. My
fucking
grandma
niggas
used to
that
go.
goes-
I got a mug
threaten.
thrown
She's
at
like,
me.
yo, I'm gonna go get a branch off the tree.
Yo, but that
I'd be like, oh shit.
that
that's-
goes
that's
back,
a
and that's what I'm
stupid-ass-
talking about, though. Like, yo, people who aren't in that situation are telling this man how to parent his child. People who aren't in the situation are telling
made this kid.
are telling Chris Brown and Rihanna how they. I mean, don't hit women, but like,
Yeah, don't hit women.
if she forgave the guy, get over it.
Yep.
Like Kevin Hart and his wife. That's not your business. Stay out of their fucking business.
I sound
That's
hypocritical
facts,
and
bro.
contradictory, but it's like I'm for whooping kids, and I'm against it too. Like they're humans,
yo,
just talk to them.
Don't snuff your kid,
I
my
mean,
nigga. You know,
sometimes-
don't square up.
But
with your
sometimes
kid.
they don't listen.
They don't
So
listen.
it's like,
Kids-
listen,
kids
That's
are
why,
dogs,
that's
bro.
why,
I
yo,
say this.
You smack them on the lips. That
Hold
shit
up.
hurts.
I say
I
this.
swear they'll stop
I
talking
say this
to
all
you.
the time.
my
Oh,
uncle be
bad.
flicking their ass like, pop.
I say this though. Kids are like, you got to train them like dogs.
You do.
Yeah,
Low-key.
I even saw some kid wilding out at Meyer the other day, and his mom was just like sitting there chasing around. I was sitting there thinking to myself, my kid was wilding out, being loud and shit in Meyer. I would just sit there and smack the shit out of him right there. I don't give a fuck. That's my kid. He's out here being a fool. Like that's just my perspective of it.
Hell yeah.
And a bit. Oh, go ahead.
My mom, used to do like she used to like spank me when I was little, but then
Hold on. What do you mean spank? Like, yo,
like
Put
my
over your knee?
Yeah,
Over my knee?
yeah,
Hands
yeah.
down?
No way, like a movie shit.
Yeah, for real.
No
And,
way.
Like a
but then-
dog.
Hold on. Did you?
I ain't
eat,
never had a
have you
whooping
ever,
like
have
that.
You eat soap?
No.
That's really wild. Has anybody? Oh, look at Dylan back there. Like, yeah, I've eaten soap.
But
What?
then I
That's abuse.
I stopped being afraid of it at a certain point when she used to do it all the time. So she got
She's getting
smart.
older.
Yeah, she got smart, and what you need to do is take away what they really love, and
Exactly.
what they have fun with.
That's the version of talking to them.
right.
Like the actual physical doesn't work so much.
Well, their brain. That's what I'm saying. You whip them when they're children. I'm saying
Yeah.
like, don't
Yeah.
actually
both. What are you
don't punch
talking
them
about?
in the face.
My
but
mom
like I'm
took
saying,
my
like,
PlayStation and
Right.
beat my ass.
Like, at a
See,
certain
mom
point,
was she
That's
was
a double
ruthless. She would
punishment.
leave the PlayStation and the TV, but just take the controllers. So I would turn it on and just look at the screen like, damn, I wish I had a controller. She used to be ruthless with it, bro.
Yeah.
I remember one time she got mad as hell, bro. She got mad, man. My cousin, he remembered that. She just walked in the room, grabbed some scissors, and just cut the wire to our TV. Cut the plug, just cut it.
Wait, to the TV?
Yeah,
No.
and it was a wrap.
That's
We was
heartless.
so
That's heartless.
baffled. It was a cheap ass TV though, so
Oh, okay.
she was
It's
like,
still
"I don't give a
TV,
fuck."
bro.
Yeah, bro, we was hurt.
That was
We was
wicked.
like, man.
Oh,
And for a second, I'm like, can we reattach it? I started thinking like a doctor for a second, like, man, maybe I can strip it and
MacGyver
reattach it
that
and plug
shit?
it in. Yeah, it was crazy, bro.
That's-
Damn.
Damn.
I love my mama though. I love you.
Oh yeah, bro.
wait,
Those
hold up.
lessons like that, man. That's what I'm saying. Kids ain't getting built no more character, bro. There's
At
no more
all,
character no more. It's even no more character in movies. You know, a lot of movies and shows used to raise us, bro.
Well,
That's why
That's-
we hold on to stuff
what I'm
like that,
saying.
like
Hey,
Fresh
nostalgia.
Prince,
when it comes to like
Family Matters.
TV,
Yeah, bro.
TV and film, there's great television out, but there's no TV where about real. There's like that's why I like Shameless so much. We was talking about TV. I like
I like
Shameless
Shameless
because
too.
it's like it's kind of like a realistic thing that could happen.
But it's
In a way.
it's not a
But you
black
know-
world. That's
yeah,
the
it's
only
not.
thing I don't like.
Yeah, but
But you know, have
you can still adopt it into
You
your
can,
life.
you
Have you
can.
watched? I'm being serious when I promote like Modern Family. Like it's exactly what it is.
Modern.
It's the one.
It's too,
It is.
It's too glamorized for me.
I
It
agree.
for sure is, but
I
I think
agree.
that appeals to what the generation.
yeah,
Yeah, but
you're
like
right.
you look at all
What
these.
is it on Fox? Oh, is it on ABC? Okay.
I mean,
But
I-
it's three modern. I mean, it's one family. They're all branched from the same.
I
Family.
definitely like the idea.
But it's
I do
three
like the
different
idea.
dynamics. It's a gay couple raising a daughter. It's you have the older man with the glamorous, the gold digger, and
Yeah.
then you literally have your typical just
Normal
husband and wife,
family, yeah.
very traditional. But it's like it's the dynamics of them. But at the end of the show,
They need to add they need to add black couple to that show.
I don't think
They
they have
don't.
added that in yet, but
That's not Modern Family.
that would be a good.
That's
one.
what I don't like about certain black shows. They let, I mean, I ain't gonna say they let us, but we always turn shit into drama. That's the reason why our shows never last. Like we never have the 6, 7, 8 season. We get 2 because we done cussed out and did, and then we just get canceled.
Yeah.
I don't like that, bro.
You know, the Carmichael show is
got
the shit,
canceled?
bro.
The
I've
Carmichael
never
show.
seen it.
The Carmichael show was a realistic
Oh man,
black
that was
show,
good.
like
Yeah.
regular conflict. Well, no. Here's my thing.
Why did it
though.
get canceled?
What do you
though?
mean the
Well-
main character? You mean Carmichael?
No, I could tell you why it got canceled. It's on
Bro, it got-
NBC on Sunday night, or not on Sunday night, but NBC on like a Sunday. I think it is. It was on Sundays.
Is
It
it
was
Sunday
Sunday.
night?
You know what though? They should make it like a Hulu original or something then. 'Cause,
They should.
like,
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
that
They should
show
pick it
actually.
up.
Streaming-
Netflix should pick that up.
Yo, streaming is the way of the future, bro. Like, if you could watch a
The
whole
internet
series,
is the way to the future. I barely look at my fucking TV anymore, bro.
Yo, if Netflix
It's
picks it up, he
crazy.
could
It's just
curse
sits
it.
on my
I
wall.
look at
What was
my
that?
I look at my
If Netflix picks it
TV
up,
if
you
it's
could
got
have
Netflix
cursing
and
in it.
Hulu.
Exactly, but that's
Like,
my
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the internet
That's
though.
still the
That's not
internet.
even TV.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's streaming. Like we're streaming NFL games because we ain't got CBS. Fuck AT&T and CBS right
Bro,
now.
normal
Y'all come to a
channels,
relief.
normal
Island.
channels
Yeah.
are done. Normal channels are done, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we still didn't even finish our thoughts on the topic.
Okay, yeah,
Is
we
that-
went to a
What are we talking
whole
about?
different
Yeah.
What are we talking
road.
about right now?
We're talking about
Well, that's
relationships.
To
Answer
move
the
forward
question.
and a step
Yeah.
to
What was
and
the
to
question?
break up.
What was the goddamn question?
When
Yeah, let's
you-
read
when
it
you know
verbatim.
to
All right,
step
so
forward in a relationship.
when is it the time in the relationship to break up or take it to
Oh.
the next level?
Shit.
There's no right answer for that.
I think
You just
there
know
is,
it. You
but
just know
there.
it. I think one
Okay,
person
but to give a
figures it out.
structure to it, you do right. You're right. You do just know. But my thing is, if like I was saying about the growing part, if you feel like you're growing in a different way, and that person isn't growing the same or isn't willing to travel with you,
Yeah,
that's the
time.
and it hurts.
Oh,
It
it's-
hurts.
Yo,
That's a big decision to make.
Where it's just like, yo,
This is. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Bishop.
I'm just like, I knew, just didn't know how to do it.
And that's
And
the
it's
big
like,
thing.
You know why? Because you care for them. You care for their
Exactly.
feeling. Now he's like, yo, I don't want to make you sad. I want to make you
I'll
realize.
say this.
This is what's happening.
I
think-
agree
what we
too.
gonna
I
do.
agree too.
I think if you
You know?
guys have similar interests, I think that's always dope. In a way to like carry it on to another
But those
level.
but as a human, those interests change.
They do
They
change,
do.
and that's the
Mhm.
problem. Like, well,
No, that's not a
no,
problem.
No, okay, yeah, you're right. Because
That's not a
people
problem.
change, and that's
Yeah,
just how
that's
it
what I'm
is.
saying.
The
Exactly.
problem is 'cause people think it's a problem.
That is
We're
a,
humans,
wow.
we
I agree.
grow.
I agree. I
We
agree.
grow.
I
There's
agree.
hey, look,
My nigga, we're not eating Happy
especially-
Meals anymore.
Especially now,
You're
when
right.
people are. That's why
You're right.
when we were talking
We're
about marriage, I'm
grown.
like, when people get married in their 20s, I'm like, do you understand how much you were going to change within the next 5?
Exactly.
Within the next, bro. The way
Yes,
I'm 20,
bro.
I'm
And
25
you know how
now.
we're-
Hold
you know how
on.
we're talking about like,
But, yeah.
like government marriage rather than
Yeah.
like just talking like let's be
Yeah.
married.
I'm
You're
20.
you're signing your name
Yeah.
to these persons.
Look,
bro.
Yeah,
we're all
bro.
we're all
Your
around
name's a
like
lot in this
24,
world.
25, 26,
For sure.
around that area. All right, you're gonna think back to what you were when you were 21.
21.
Yeah,
What year is that?
2013.
But yeah, man,
You're
I was a
I'm
whole
complete-
different person.
completely different.
I was.
And I get tired of people who be like, man, that's the worst. I don't hang around people who say, man, shit, I'm a real dude. I've been the same dude. Like, no, brother,
why
I
would
don't
you-
want to
that's
be
a lie.
around
Why would
you.
That's a
I don't
lie.
want to be
That's a
around
lie.
you.
Why would you
bro.
want to
You're
be
not
around
changing?
somebody who hasn't grown?
And the
changed?
thing is, people can say, "Oh, you're so indecisive," but listen, I'm a human being. I can change every single day if I choose to.
I know so
and there's
much.
nothing
I know
wrong
so
with
much
that.
more about the world now than what I did just 2
Agreed.
years
It's
ago.
scary.
Yeah, and it's
It's
like
scary.
to me, it's like how was I that naive? Just
Yeah.
like 2 years ago?
Exactly,
Ignorance is
very
bliss, bro.
naive.
Yeah,
Ignorance
exactly.
is bliss.
But that's the good thing about hanging around good people. And see, when I was around 20, 21, I always hung around with like older people, like 44, 45. That's the reason why I talk the way I do and I act the way I do. I'm real patient So now when I see younger people and they ask like, oh, how old are you? I'm like, oh, 27. They just be like, damn. I'm like, listen, you 21. That shit is about to be right around the corner for you.
No,
Bro,
it's
It
20
flies
plus.
by, bro.
yo, if anyone tried to or asked me to explain your friend group, I'm gonna be like, yo, these will be the funniest niggas when we're old. Like, that's how I explain. This will be the funniest thing in the like. You'll always want to.
I've said that to people before.
I am so anxious to see
I want to see you old.
that, but that's what I was just about to say. I'm so anxious to see this generation. Like you said, we're the generation before the internet. We're
Before the
right in
internet,
between.
We were
Yeah.
raised in the internet. We
Yeah,
weren't
but that's what
born
I'm saying.
with it,
We're
though.
right
Yeah,
in
we weren't born
between.
with it.
Yeah, we weren't.
Everybody
born with it.
after us was born in internet. Everybody
Yeah.
before had no internet.
Yeah,
we're
so
the
we're the
ones that's
weird-
right in between.
Yeah.
So I would.
In between
I
it,
want to
yeah.
see how our generation is when we get older.
We
bro.
know what dial-up is, but then we also know
exactly.
we know other shit.
Hell
Right.
yeah, we spent long nights on
Yeah.
My
LimeWire
kids
and
never gonna
BearShare.
know what.
But yo. Let me let's wrap this
AOL.
let's
Yeah.
wrap this topic up.
Yeah, the
Let's
relationship.
wrap this topic up.
Should we-
Let's actually just move on to the next one because we're running out of time.
Yeah. I want
cool.
Rihanna, Jay.
Yeah, Rihanna
Yeah,
Jai.
so-
Oh yeah, let's
That's
end
the
it on
artist.
something positive.
Some music.
Yeah.
This is So Sunday. We gotta talk
I love
music.
my favorite song off the EP. Chill.
Chill.
I said that. That
I
was
like
my
Sun
favorite.
I'm gonna make
So-
a whole Instagram thing
Before
story about it
before
tonight.
we start talking about our
Sun-Kissed,
songs though,
bro.
let's Alpha, you got a little
Sun-Kissed.
intro.
I like
Let's talk about the artist.
Sunkissed too,
Yeah.
but I like Chill.
I like
Let's
Blake.
talk about the
Okay,
artist a little bit, though.
My bad. Go ahead.
Let's talk about her.
I like the intro too.
So people don't know if you don't. A lot of people may not know who Rihanna. How do you pronounce this young lady?
Rihanna J.
Rihanna
Rihanna J. She's from Richmond, California,
She cute.
Bay Area.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did a little
Fairfax
research.
shit.
Oh, we did a little
I didn't know
research.
that.
She's from the Bay Area. She's
I
23.
couldn't figure out through her music and how
I thought
she.
she was
I
a
couldn't figure it
DC
out.
chick. I thought she was like a
LA.
She
Or
was
not
naming
LA.
like some
Yeah.
like the streets off of
Virginia.
yeah, she said Crenshaw.
Oh, she did say Crenshaw.
talked
about
So
Crenshaw.
it was
It
Fairfax.
was-
Is Fairfax?
Well,
in
she's
the
talking
West
about
Side?
Fairfax is in LA.
Is in LA? I
It's straight
thought,
in
I
LA.
thought there was Fairfax in Virginia.
There is a
No.
Fairfax.
Is
There's a
there?
Fairfax.
There's a hood
Virginia.
spot.
In Virginia,
I think.
Fairfax?
Is there a Fairfax?
Fairfax is like literally. When I was in Cali, bro, it's like miles of just stores.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Okay.
It's just
fucking
yeah.
miles.
You got Dom
Yeah.
Kennedy has a store there. Odd
Yeah.
Future stores.
All the
there.
headquarters are there. Though.
Yeah, the Odd Future stores
It was
there.
that I'm rolling.
Soul
Maybach.
Classics.
Yeah,
just
that
got a
shit was
store.
hard.
They got
That
that
shit
dope-
was hard.
Way back.
They got the
that
dope
was
couture
hard.
store down there. They
Yeah.
got peas and carrots down
Yeah,
there.
they got everything.
Yeah,
They got
but-
Supreme
back-
headquarters.
Yeah, back to Rihanna though. But I don't.
Yeah. So what else do you know? What else did you scope about her?
You know, her mom was in the '90s. She worked for a record label. Her grandma put her on to like Anita Baker, I guess. And she's influenced by Anita Baker and Amy Winehouse. She's got it like when you hear her music, you can hear that type of feel.
Very
You know, what was the name of her
very
project
chill.
again? We forget
The morning after.
The Morning After, which
I
is
guess it's right
a
there. bro.
perfect
The
name
morning
for it.
after.
it's a perfect name for
It could be
for a project.
awkward. That's what. Nowadays when I like try to like meet a girl, I always think, God forbid, Mama's not listening, so I'm going back to her crib. I'm chilling with her. I'm waking up with her. That morning after, that's what I want to be. Dope.
Slide.
You know what? If I had
want that to be dope. slide.
Yeah, slide.
No,
I
that's
had-
the thing. I don't want to slide. That's the thing. I don't want to slide.
If I had
want a girl that doesn't
if I had
make me
one
wanna
word
slide.
to describe her project though, it would be just dope because all the shit that she covered, like the lyrics and stuff, if you listen to it, it sounds like shit that rappers would say.
She
you know
a
what I'm saying?
real
But
nigga.
she's singing.
Yeah,
She's
she
like,
sound
I
like
want-
she a
she's like,
bro,
yo,
that's why I love
everything-
Chill. The best
I love
line she
everything.
said.
Paid in
She
full.
said, "I watched Paid in Full." She
Yeah.
said, "I could be A, you could be Mitch." I was
That's
like,
hard. Yeah.
I'm like, give me a ring. I'll marry this girl right now just for saying that.
Me and I were talking like, yo, there's that one song that just hooks you real quick and be like, I'm gonna like this project. That was
Yes,
chill.
but the intro was like that though.
The
The
intro
intro
was
was
lit, too.
real
But
smooth.
chill
man.
was like the stamp.
Yeah, it was
like,
the stamp.
all right,
I
so
love
my
Chill,
girl was
bro.
talking about Paid in Full.
I love Chill.
I didn't do as much research. Magic was my favorite.
I didn't
Magic
know
was
no
a dope
research. I
song.
just know the
I see
songs.
Magic.
Yeah,
Magic
I mean,
was
I
a
did-
dope
way
ass song.
back. That's the thing.
Magic
dropped-
is dope
she
though.
dropped
Magic
Magic.
is
I liked
fire.
Magic.
Was that a
Magic
single
is
that was
definitely
Yeah, it was a
fire.
single
That one was
before.
that hooked me.
but she
That
added to
was
it.
fire.
But you described really well earlier. You said relatable. Like
Oh, it's 100%
Yeah.
relatable.
She was a good
She said
storyteller.
there's,
Like a good
like the
storyteller.
song Everything.
I
It's
love
like,
her
yo,
voice,
I
bro.
love you as a person right now. I love who you are, but I just don't want you right now.
Yeah,
Everything that I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
want right now.
You
No,
compared
she was
her to
basically
somebody.
saying, "Are you what I need?" But it's just,
Yo, if we're
talking
gonna
about-
talk,
I'm in a point in my life
Be
where I don't
smart,
need
like,
what I
there's-
need.
What were we talking about?
There's
I need what I want.
There's certain like girls that are like that to where you're just like, you would be so dope in like 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying? Like,
I'm
yeah,
still a
that
young
song-
nigga, but
that song
I
made me
would
feel that
marry
way.
you, kind of thing.
Dude, you
but
compared
I don't
it
want
to another artist earlier today. I think you said SZA.
Ooh.
She's kind of like SZA.
She
does have
talks
a
her
sick-
She
shit.
like a
That's
more
the thing.
hood version
Hood,
of
yeah,
SZA
that's what I
though.
say.
Like a
I know
little
SZA hood,
grimier.
too.
SZA is, but
But she a little poppy. Like she a little afloat.
You know what I think
Aloof,
is? I think
aloof.
I like, bro. As I'm getting older, I'm starting to appreciate
Aloof.
like I'm starting to appreciate a woman's voice.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
Like
about
I'm
it,
really
bro.
starting to appreciate their
What
voice.
you
Like
said
there's
right
so
when I
many
sent that
different
to you.
tones and levels. How smooth
Yep.
it is. I like a rough voice.
Yeah, I gotta bring that up.
It's really like an instrument.
You know whose voice? What you just described?
Janae Aiko.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
That
I
Chris
I
was
fucking
really good.
love her voice,
Yo, you
bro.
heard a new joint?
I could
Alina
go to
Baraz.
sleep to her shit every night.
Alina
You
Baraz.
Oh, I haven't
Oh.
heard her. I haven't
Oh
heard her.
my
I haven't
God.
heard her.
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Oh, I
That's
gotta put it
the
on.
chick
Y'all
who
put
has
me
that song
on.
with Khalid, right? Khaled?
Yeah.
Y'all put me on.
Okay.
Y'all put me
Yeah,
on.
remember
She
you
fired.
we were playing that shit yesterday.
Urban Flora.
Oh,
Listen
okay.
to her.
Urban
Yeah,
Floor.
yeah.
I'm about to look it up right now.
Alina Baraz.
Yeah,
oh my
she's
God.
fire.
Curtis,
She
She's
I
has
fire.
like-
the most clean
I like what you
voice.
said right when I threw Rihanna J's project to you guys in the group chat. What do you say? He goes,
Burres.
bet I'm downloading immediately. Her voice gives me eargasms. LOL. That's laughing out loud, my nigga.
Yo, it's
Bro,
funny
for real,
though.
I'm
It was
so appreciative
beautiful.
of
Yeah,
a
her
woman's voice
voice.
now, bro. I don't know
Her
what
voice.
it just clicked probably within like the last year.
Oh, yo,
Like I
bro.
just hear women's
Is
voices
it
different.
weird? I like girls with like a sultry type of like not deep. I don't
Like
really-
no,
yeah.
just
But, like,
seasoned.
you know what I'm talking
Like
about?
seasoned
No,
voice.
she'll be talking like
Like it's seasoned,
but
bro.
it's like laid back. It's just like, yeah, you know, I'm just out here like doing my
Yeah.
thing. It's just that type of
like
voice
she
or
got a
whatever,
guitar
you know what I'm
somewhere in
talking
the
about?
room. and
Yeah.
she can pick that bitch up at any
Like if you
time.
looked at her, you're
Yo,
just
I got a
like
girl I gotta put you on. Jessie Reyes, bro. Her voice.
Bro.
Listen, y'all gotta stop.
I
I,
got
gotta
you, I
start
got
with
you, I got
what's
you.
her name?
Sumi. Oh,
Eric Burris.
Oh, we got to put you on a
Elena.
lot of music,
You
bro.
know, hey, shout out to
I gotta take
Apple
my time.
Music now.
Well, we shout them out way too
I,
much.
no, I'm
yeah.
just saying. Now you can follow people's
Screenshots.
profiles,
Yeah.
so you can see what I'm listening to right now.
That's great. They turned that shit into social media.
They did,
Bro, I'm
And
tired
I like
of
that.
this.
Whoa.
I like that more than Instagram.
Apple Music.
I want to
Apple
hear
Music.
what you're listening to. I'm gonna judge you before your music.
Oh, hey,
Hey
can we
man, Chris said that, and it made
Yo,
a lot of sense. You
Chris-
can judge a girl
Chris
or a
said
guy
that.
just off of.
I
Chris
got
made
Chris.
a good point, bro. He
Chris
made a
Clark?
good
Chris
point.
Clark,
Yes.
yeah.
Wow.
He was like, you can judge a girl off of.
nigga like that.
Christopher Wallace.
Wait, Chris who?
Mr.
Clark?
Clark,
He
bro.
made a good point.
But that shit really stuck with me, bro. Like you can. A girl wandering around listening to Gucci
This
and
is
Jeezy
one
all
of,
day.
bro,
you like
yeah, absolutely.
it
not.
shows.
One of the greatest things Chris said to that point. It was specific to me. He was like, "Yo, you could tell a lot about a girl based off of her iTunes top 25."
Facts.
You
When
can,
he was
bro.
specific about that, and I was like, "Bro, Chris, that might be one of the smartest things I've ever heard you say." in your
Right?
life."
I'ma quote
But
that, huh?
That's great.
That's,
That's
dope
phenomenal,
shit,
though.
bro. That stuck with me, man.
That is phenomenal.
stuck
and
with me,
that's
bro.
true. I mean, you can judge a lot about people just based off of the music they listen
Yeah,
but
to.
exactly.
but because
Exactly.
music, music is so. That's the thing about music.
Well,
It's
first
so everywhere, bro.
Do you love music? Do you love music in general? There's a whole-
I don't love music. I'm in love with music.
Okay,
There you go.
so are you gonna hang out with a girl that's playing trash and you love?
That's what
music?
I'm saying.
You love this art.
See,
I love instruments. It's not even. I love instruments.
I
Yeah.
love instruments. I like the sound. I love the art of music.
But that's what I'm saying. Some people just like music, songs.
Songs.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, I like this
But I
song.
like
But
lyrics.
it's like, oh, do you hear that trumpet or do you hear that bass or do you hear that
Yes,
snaz,
yes.
that
Hey, I'll
hi hat?
tell
They
people-
like, I don't know what none of
look,
that shit is.
look.
The beat sound good.
I tell people all the time.
I'm like, oh no, I can't. I
when
can't.
we're listening to a
I mean,
song,
I don't know a lot of shit.
when we're listening to a song
But
though,
I'm like, yo, this beat is fire.
hey, when
Yeah.
we're listening to a song though,
Your ears
I
tone.
have to have people. The song has to ride out.
Yep.
Like you can't cut the song. You know when the beat plays for about 15, 20 seconds
Yes.
after? No, you let that shit ride out. If you cut that song off,
You know who's good with
Dude, I
that?
hate
Wiz.
that.
Wiz was
Oh,
always
yeah.
great.
Wiz
with
will
that.
let that bitch ride. He'll get off the track and just let that bitch ride for like 2
Macaroni.
minutes. And I love it every time he do that
Yo,
shit,
the
bro.
mesmerized beat when that
Oh
shit
my
just
God.
fades,
That
bro.
That cushion
Yeah,
orange
bro.
juice.
Yeah.
Cushion Orange Juice was perfect for it.
For that.
That was
For
perfect
that,
for
and
it, bro.
that's exactly what you need, bro.
Yo, Drake,
Cuddy
Drake
Cuddy
is
does that
my
too.
favorite
Drake
artist.
is also sweet.
Drake does
is
it
good
too.
at-
Drake
is
does
good
it
at that.
too.
Drake is good at that.
But I feel like those are people who just ears are so in
They're-
tune,
yep.
bro.
When
They
Drake-
know what.
When Drake had Hiatus Coyote to open up his album, I was like, that man knows music.
There's a lot of people
How-
that see sounds.
What you mean?
Like
Yeah, I
Kanye?
see him, bro.
You know, how people
Kanye?
like they see like colors.
You know what the thing is? I
They
don't
can
because
hear
I'm a
beat and, like,
cameraman.
see colors.
I see everything so visual.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything I see through a camera, like just this conversation, I'm looking at it through a camera.
Yeah.
Like that's just
Like,
how
you're
I
looking
am.
at the
All
angle.
it's literally
Okay.
like I get tired of it.
you get
Like
tired
when,
of it.
when I see somebody wearing something, I like
Think of, like,
just
how am I
looking
gonna
at you
shoot
right
that?
now. I'm looking at you like taking a picture
That's
all day. I do it all
man, I'm
fucking
looking at
day,
that. I'm
bro.
looking at
This is why I'm saying because
all
I
day,
think
bro. It's tiring.
I don't know if we had this confirmed, but I think a lot of the homies are trying to go to Chicago for New Year's.
I'm going. Please tell me that everybody's
Yo,
down.
please.
I'm with that.
We all
I
we
gotta-
got
I'm
to.
so down,
is,
bro.
is that for sure though? Is that the move? Like,
I'm so
Oh,
down.
that'll be the
Oh,
fuck
if we
yeah.
do
I'm
that
Especially
as
if
a
we
fam-
all
remember-
drive
yo,
together?
Remember
Oh,
Kyle
bro.
We gonna
talking
be
about,
lit.
Yo, we're gonna do
Get a hotel
Lola,
side by side.
Lollapalooza, not Lollapalooza.
Lala.
Not Lala.
Lala is
That's
like
in summer.
Tennessee
Yeah, that
one.
shit
Give me
already passed.
Tennessee. What's the Tennessee one?
Oh, Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo. We're doing
I've never
that as
been
a
there.
Whole group.
I'm not camping out.
Everybody. You're not going?
Nah,
Oh, you gotta stay outside?
Yeah.
You can sleep in the car.
Hey,
You
let
gotta
me
stay outside?
You're not
Yeah,
gonna sleep
you
in the
gotta
car.
camp
You
out.
let me
never
comment on it.
slept in
Let me
a
I'm not
comment
ready
on the
for that one
Bonnaroo,
yet.
bro.
Bro, if
Can
we
you
do it as
shower?
a family though,
He's been to
Is there
Bonnaroo.
places
Hold
to
up.
Hey,
shower?
hey, let me comment on
Nick's
the
been to
Bonnaroo. I've
Bonnaroo.
been the last 2 years. It'll change your life, bro.
Bro,
Can
if
you
we do it-
shower?
Yes,
if we-
you can.
Oh, okay, I'm down.
if we could do it as a
As long as I can
group,
get in the fucking shower.
like I'm
You gotta
talking
pay $10,
like 15 of us.
To fucking shower?
to shower.
wait, what?
Did you shower though is the real question.
Hell no, he didn't. Hell no,
Hell
he
no.
didn't.
Hell no. Hell no, I didn't
$10
shower.
a shower.
Both
Y'all gonna
both
smell my
years,
stinky
both years
ass.
stank ass. That's
Oh, yeah.
for real,
Nah,
for
that's
real.
That's how it
Hey
is
man,
out
we
there.
guys though. I'll probably go a
I
day
ain't
or
hooking
two.
up with no
Like,
hippie
fuck it.
bitches. Ain't
You would.
Hey, I
Smelling
was
like
like,
ass.
Hold up,
Hey,
Nick.
hey,
Nick,
I'll-
quick question. Are people fucking out there?
yeah, but
That's fucked up.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You
I'm not-
paying $10?
I'm not trying
You
to
you
fuck
paying
no hippie
$10,
bitches
bro.
out there, bro.
Yeah, you right.
So
You're
you
right.
telling me that
The dick
they
turned
go
into a
out there,
crystal.
they shit out there. Where do they shit?
In a hole and
No,
just
no,
bury
they
it.
got mad. They
playing.
got mad bathrooms.
Stop playing. We have
Bathrooms
You
or
say-
porta potties.
No,
Nigga, porta
bathrooms,
potties are bathrooms.
bathrooms.
Nigga, get out of here.
So
You're not big. You're not digging a
think
hole.
about this though. You got niggas out there that don't shower because they don't want to pay the $10. They fucking they.
They on a lot of drugs.
Hey, you don't have to
They on a lot of
be
drugs.
one of those people. You don't have to be one of those people. And furthermore, the girls usually shower. It's the dudes that aren't.
I mean,
Who's headlining?
It
that?
depends. If you
Who's
take a
headlining?
shit out
Is that-
there-
did that come out yet?
What?
Bonnaroo?
if you take a shit
have
out
lineup?
there, you
No,
gotta
no.
shower.
Let's
Can't
talk
be-
about it
you
when
can't be
the-
walking around with
Hey.
stank, crusty ass.
And it's normally hot
If
as
you take,
fuck too.
yeah, if
ain't
you
it?
take a
Like-
shit out there, you gotta shower. You gotta.
Yeah.
You
No,
gotta
and
pay. I'll
it
be
is
like,
scoldering.
Yo, if Kid
Bro.
I'll be
Cudi's
like, yeah,
headline,
I'm
I'm
dropping
coming.
the.
If
But-
Kid Cudi's
who's on the
headline,
But if you're
bill,
going
yeah.
with us, we know how to live out there already.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the truth.
I'm gonna just stick to city festivals. You know, that's why Lala sounds better.
Same here.
I can go to the hotel after, take a shower, and then
Yeah,
you can
we
hit the
all-
city afterwards.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I can
Like,
get
do
good
Lala.
food. I don't
I'm
have to
with
wait on
Lala.
a fucking food
I
truck.
got a good question for you though, Nick.
All right, so you want to do a family thing as
Nick,
Lala?
So what is the craziest shit that you've seen out there when you're at
Ooh, that's a good question.
when you're at Bonnaroo? Yeah.
That's a good question. There's a lot of crazy ass shit I've seen. The craziest thing I've been through personally was I'm not into this music at all, but my brother is. He's into heavy metal. So I went to a heavy metal concert with
We're
him.
just about to be good.
Bro, I crowd surfed for the first time in my life. It was insane.
Oh, I crowd surfed before.
Check that off the
shit is
bucket list.
Awesome.
But
It's so fucking
but
awesome.
I was in the mosh pit, bro.
Was that
and
on
that was
your
the
bucket list?
crazy.
pit
That was
before, too. I
literally
just did that shit
crazy.
this year.
That literally
mosh
was
pit?
crazy.
Yeah, I bust my lip. I cut my
Yeah.
head. I lost my wallet.
Yeah, I lost my glasses.
I was fucked up that day, but I was so
I lost
amped.
my glasses and I was on the bottom of like a pile of people, bro.
It was amped,
insane.
bro.
And I got
Hey, a question.
I went back in the concert 3 times after I crowd surfed.
Hey, a question
It was
to
sick.
Curtis and Nick. What exactly goes down during a mosh pit? Like, explain both of your
Is
expense.
it bows? Is it a lot of bows?
First of all, that, bro,
I like
it's,
Curtis
it's,
go
it's
first.
so much energy. Like when they say open it up, that means everybody push their ass back. Who's not willing to jump into this shit? Everybody gets their fair chance. It's like everybody scoots back. Y'all jump in. Y'all know y'all liable to slip, get busted in y'all fucking mouth, crack y'all head. And I'll be so, bro. My mosh pit, I was in the mosh pit in loafers, cause I didn't know what the environment was gonna be. Bro, I went home that night. My fucking lip was busted. My nose was bleeding. My lip was sticking to the pillow.
Wow.
And I woke up the next morning like, all right, let's do it again.
No way.
Yeah, no, it
No way.
really
Let's
is
do it
live.
again.
Like,
it was so fucking fun,
What?
bro.
Where'd you go to?
I went to Rolling Loud down in Miami this past year.
Okay.
Bro,
That's my first time mosh pit, and I loved
I feel
it.
like if I got into a mosh pit though, I just want to get into a straight. I want to whoop somebody's ass, bro.
fight.
Hey,
wanna snuff
but
niggas.
but you don't. But you really don't, because all that shoving and pushing, it's positive. It sounds so negative, but it's positive, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get what you say. No. All right. The thing I think about like mosh pits is my senior year, we just beat South in basketball. First of all, I'm not on team student. So I'm not letting it, you know
no,
what
I know.
mean?
I remember
But
the game.
We went to.
I remember the game,
We went to Keegan's house. Shout out Keegan, his parents, Tad. You're a great
bro.
dude.
Great food. There.
Yeah, we went there right after the game with all the players, and they start playing music, and we're celebrating, bro. We're celebrating. Boy, it's a mosh pit. Like niggas are on top of niggas. Like niggas are stepping on people.
Yeah, I'm caught.
Santa's fat ass jumping on
Yo,
niggas, bro, you know.
no.
But it's positive. But it's positive. Like niggas are fucking shit up, but it's positive. We broke some egg. I don't know, like a parchment egg, like a. It was so good. I was happy.
Yeah, I'm claustrophobic. I can't do all that
Yo,
shit.
all I'm saying is
I
if I
see you do
get,
that shit.
let's say I'm in a mosh
You
pit.
got lit. You got lit before. Get the fuck out.
Let's say I'm in a mosh pit, bro, and I get hit by one
You got a
person.
mosh?
No, they not. But the thing about mosh pit, bro, they not going. Nobody fulls out swings like
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
a fight.
Like
It's literally just bouncing up and down.
like literally.
Like you'll catch eyes with people and just shoulder to shoulder, but it's like positive. It's not like I'm trying to knock you the fuck
Right.
out. It's just like we just bouncing.
Literally, like at the one I went to, like the first 3 rows or so was the mosh pit. So
Yes,
at
and
the
that's where I
beginning.
need to be.
So I went there and I found my brother like out of the whole
Hold on, you
crowd.
talking about David?
Yeah, I found his ass.
No way.
And he was just moshing by himself, like literally, like I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What the fuck is this nigga doing, bro?" And I walked up to him, I was like, "Bro, what is this, bro?" And he's like, "Just start hitting people. Just start hitting." People. I was like, "No
Bro,
way."
it's fun, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So I
bro.
started,
It's
I started
fucking
going
fun.
at it, and I just see like girls coming at me, and they,
Bruh, yes, girls do be in
I
my,
was like,
but
if
I
you-
don't like it.
way.
Like it's times
Actually,
where,
that's
bro,
what
I
we
was
was talking
bouncing
about.
so hard. I'm talking about jump. I'm literally on some, like I got 2 heads under my arms jumping. But as soon as I see a girl, I'll stop and I'll push them to the side because they so frail.
Well,
I'm like,
shit,
what are y'all
shit,
doing in
shit,
here?
a couple of them
and I'll
came at
push
me.
them out.
A couple of them came at me, and I gave them bows, bro. I'm not
Oh,
gonna lie.
nah.
Hey, we in here.
I couldn't do it, bro.
We in here.
As soon as I felt that energy, bro, I see a little face. They be looking scared. They be like,
Hey,
oh.
hey,
I'm
get
like,
it.
all right, get
Hey,
out.
get
Let's get
some.
her out. Let's get her out.
Hey, the thing is, they could get out whenever they want, so get the fuck out.
Sometimes,
or get
though.
bows. But anyway,
Sometimes it get rough, man.
yeah. Anyway,
They
this
get rough.
dude, I'll shout out the band is Lamb of God, bro. This dude called for the
That shit sounds crazy.
Yeah, the
You said
circle
Lamb
of
of
death.
I'm moshing to that
Yeah,
shit.
he called
I'm
for the
moshing to black
circle of
people
death,
music.
and I-
Is this music?
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Bro.
that.
Bro,
This sound like you fucking gagging.
Let me tell you about
What?
You know that shit?
Let me tell you about the circle of death, bro. So he calls for this shit.
Circle of death.
Yeah, he calls for this shit. I was like, David, what the fuck is this shit? So everybody like starts circling up, and I'm like, bro, I'm out of the circle. I'm like,
Put me
this
in.
shit.
Put me in.
I was trying to get in.
Hold on, they make a circle.
Yeah, and I was trying to get in.
Bro, it's called opening it up.
Yeah,
Where you'll see a
Yeah.
whole circle just
Well,
open.
obviously-
Niggas do that, like,
obviously these motherfuckers-
Yeah, exactly. But
Right.
now just imagine just jumping into
So
that
it's like
shit.
a gladiator pit, like two
Exactly.
niggas come at you.
No,
like,
no, that's not 2.
oh.
It's like 30.
Hey, obviously
Oh,
these
shit, but it's a
motherfuckers
big
knew it was
circle
my
still.
first
Exactly.
time because
Wow.
they wouldn't let me in the circle. So I was in the middle. And this dude just starts screaming, and they all just start running at each other, bro.
Yes, I
Like,
love it.
bro.
I love
and
it.
I was in the middle, and I got
I love it,
tabletop.
bro. It was so fucking
And
fun.
I was in the. I was
it
on
sounds
the,
crazy,
I was
bro,
on
but
the
it's fun.
bottom of this pile.
All right,
bro.
so we're talking about mosh pits apparently, but I
Yeah.
want to see. I'm not festival experience. I want to know what are the best festivals to go to. This is kind of
It depends on the type of music that you like. That's all.
It's always a
yeah.
lineup, bro.
Like
Yeah.
when I went to Rolling Loud, it's mainly like black. Like
Okay.
we had Travis Scott, Coochie,
Okay.
Migos.
you know what I hate
Yeah.
living in the Midwest in Cali, bro. There's so many festivals that I just
Well, because
see.
Oh, yeah, that's because the weather, though.
it's-
That's because of the weather.
And it's like a 2-hour drive to wherever
Yeah,
you
it's
want.
I heard,
super easy.
I heard Electric Forest was dope.
That's in Michigan.
I heard
Yeah,
it.
my
That's in
dude
Michigan,
goes
right?
there every year.
Oh,
He loves
yo,
it.
let's do that.
He
I've seen
loves
it.
it.
That
They
shit's
like
dope.
line the trees all up with like neon
Yes,
and everything.
yes, like
I love
big
to
ass
go.
trees.
That shit's
I'm taking so many
Ooh.
drugs if I do
Ooh,
go. I'm
how
taking
about
them
the
all.
Yeah.
There's this huge festival that they do in Europe every year. Is it
Tomorrowland?
Tomorrowland?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it is
I think they
Tomorrowland.
made like a
Yeah.
movie about it on
That
Netflix.
shit
That
looks
nuts.
crazy.
Yo,
Like,
what's that? What's the boat festival? It's like in the south. It's
I'm
like in
not doing no
Greece or
boat
whatever.
festival.
Yeah, I
No,
ain't
no,
getting
no,
no
but it
water.
look-
I ain't getting on no water,
I'm
bro.
No,
Yeah,
that
I ain't doing no
hangouts in
fucking boat
Bama.
festival.
What do you say?
Nah.
It's like this is in Europe,
They
but it's
make
like
niggas walk the
they're in
plank.
They're like
he said make niggas off the plank.
Yo,
you ain't
I don't
partying
like
now. Walk
I don't
the
like
fucking
open
plank.
water either, bro. I hate open
no,
water.
but hey,
that ocean is
from
scary,
what
bro.
I saw, it looked amazing. I mean, you're on yachts. It's not like you're just on a boat. Like you're on.
All right, well,
Yeah, that
looks
was
like
fun.
it's getting time to. It's about
Damn,
time.
already? We gotta
Yes,
I
crank
know,
on, bro.
man.
We
It's
over
good.
hour.
I love it though. We cutting off on a
I
good
love it.
positive
There
energy.
you go.
I love
We
it,
got
though.
deep. We bounced out.
Yo, Kanye's dick. I like it, bro. Get big, boy. Get boy. Get big,
Whoa,
boy.
whoa,
Eat,
whoa,
bro.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Eat,
whoa,
bro.
whoa.
Hold on, hold on.
Kanye's
Listen,
dick.
You haven't
I
seen
appreciate all y'all.
I'll show you later,
I
bro.
appreciate all
I
y'all's
love y'all.
opinions, all y'all's thoughts, matters. I'm surrounded by good people, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, this ain't just booze talking either.
Hey,
I
it's
love all
Sunday.
y'all,
It's
bro.
Sunday. Make sure you listen to some soul, some R&B, get some.
Yeah.
some
Oh, and
Also,
check
Rihanna
out
Day.
the podcast on Podcast Addict. We
there
are
we go.
now on there.
There we are. I didn't even know we were on there either. That's the
We were
crazy
there.
part. But like I said, like this man Curtis said, check us out on iTunes. Check us out the Google Play Store, and also be sure to follow us on YouTube,
Yeah.
Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram. We gotta start working on our Instagram page.
Yeah,
we don't really
yeah,
do
we
it.
do.
Oh no, we doing that today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
we doing
and the artist that we were,
For sure.
Rihanna.
Oh yeah, be sure to check out
Oh, yeah,
Rihanna
she's
J.
fire. She's so fire.
But stay blessed and have a great Sunday.
Yeah.
Love you.